身体的调整上面，心态调整，你们年轻球员要自己慢慢去学习，哦，对不对？回台北比较晚了，早点休息，哦，还有球赛，不要放松了啊。
27 points at the game semi-final. Good old Happy. Good job. 好球，好球，好球！
Party bouncing like a blue flame.
When I say I want it that way, but we are two worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart when you say that I want it that way.
好的，欢迎呢各位线人们来到我们的特工基地。那么提早进场的线人们可以来到我们南侧的回廊处，有我们特务美食快充站。今天呢，室内外有多达14摊的美食摊位，大家呢一起吃饱喝饱之后，一起呢来跨越拉拉山。那么另外在球场的四周以及走道都设有垃圾桶。在喜爱篮球之余，也跟我们呢一起做环保，麻烦呢帮我们将垃圾一同呢丢至垃圾桶，一起来维持环境的整洁。那么今天进场呢，相信各位线人们都有拿到应援长巾，待会呢就可以拆开包装，跟我们一起来应援。另外呢，有拿到球衣的线人们，也可以利用时间帮我们呢把球衣套上，让我们呢将新庄基地打造成一片黄海。那么一样，在我们东侧入口处官方的商品部，今天呢有贩售季后赛的商品以及冠军赛的商品。另外呢，现场呢也有提供特殊的烫印服务，欢迎有兴趣的线人朋友们可以来到我们东侧入口处官方商品部来参观选购。那么也再次的提醒，全场皆为对号座位，请找到自己的座位入座。有任何问题，随时可以向场边黄色衣服的工作人员请求协助。
到最。
世界杯，所里头他的头。
什么我渴了在乱喷？视线开始侧斜，这到底是我错觉，还是整台车正在翻身？切换跑道 ，Highway to Hell，180度安全的上悬吊，还来不及反应 ，Somebody help me！ 哦，听到惨叫，大事不妙。
刚刚还在地狱梗，还在我想去日本，还在他们都不懂，还在你听这个 beat， 还在讨论上一题，突然一个闪不及，大话碰撞，头下脚上，漂浮像在太空飞起来，什么情况都还不明白，嘴里飞进一个鸡块，总在激发，社会就要痛失英才了。
What is going on？ 我还不想要和摸摸头，怎么睡成这样的 ？Why gotta be us？ 他知道给我唱起了，这辈子没说好想，要我到底做些什么 ？I really really wanna know， 别管了，想了 you know，'cause I don't wanna die right now。我想不想不想不想没？我想不想不想不想没？ 'Cause I don't wanna die right now。我想不想不想不想没？我想不想不想不想没？看看我跑马灯，24年而已，短得像个抖音。长白本不过也就这点寿命，不知道我的丧礼到底谁会 RSVP。别人结局麻烦有人烧给我 please。电脑里的我抽几张再捞一笔，器官开要捐哪里，在几点供的才可以。小小业障好转是投胎，拜托别放棺材，我有密闭。
不行，我还不能死，我还没看到长大的小妹，水电还没缴费，还没去过杜拜，还没还完负债，预购还没发货，不能出点差错，往生不能成佛，肯定是我丢点人间啊。最后成为谁的笔仙？还没批掉一栋房，儿子还没取好英文名字。现在我想叫他明天吧，所以也不能自己吞了药丸。库拉皮卡都还没下船，不管自愿还是意外，不能惨死人下，不能葬身火海，也不能成为歹徒的枪下亡魂。我还要轻轻推开家人的房门，这个愿望不大，求求菩萨，请你救救我，请你救救我。Cause I don't wanna die right now。我想不想不想不想没？我想不想不想不想没 ？Cause I don't wanna die right now。我想不想不想不想没？我想不想不想不想没？
在这个世界也算是一个寿命不长，到达极乐世界，那个寿命很长。法门真正不可思议，所以极乐世界不能不去。
好的，欢迎大家再次回到我们特工基地新北中信特工的主场，来观赏我们这个关键的冠军决战。那很多的线人们呢，相信都已经不是第一次来了，很开心又见到很多熟悉的面孔。那今天呢，我们这个买票在指定席次上面，也都有做这个赠送球衣以及毛巾、应援长巾的这个活动，请大家把包装马上打开来，可以的话就帮我套上去，好不好？现场一片黄海是非常壮观。那应援长巾的部分呢，也马上把包装打开来，先披着 ，OK， 待会随时可以使用。接下来要帮大家复习一下我们新北中信特工独特的赛前跑篮仪式 ，OK？ 待会呢，在开赛前，我们的球员会开始跑篮，那配合上
专属的跑篮仪式的音乐。那希望大家跟我们一起随着节奏拍手，然后在最后这个 ending 的时候，会有我们中信特工的球员呢，用灌篮做一个 ending， 好不好？等到灌篮这个篮灌下去之后呢，大家就把你的怒吼、把你的声音、尖叫全部出来 ，OK？ 今天呢一开始我们的气势就要拿出来，所以先来彩排一下，来 DJ drop the beat， 拍手，拍手，一起喊 DEA， 拍手，拍手。拍手 DEA，OK， 球员开始跑篮喽。假设，拍手 DEA， 拍手，拍手 ，OK， 灌篮喽，啪，好不好？待会就是这个节奏，大家的小手手、小脚脚都要借给我，好不好？我是比利，希望。大家继续帮我们保持我们主场不败的纪录，并且拿下总冠军。OK。
小菜大用，渺小的盆地有着伟大的梦想，四季朝闻，不甘心这一生平庸。一层登峰地裂山崩，谁管逆境困难重重，伸展那个劲，沉淀心中的汗水，留下生命。一样梦想蜕变，证明自己与众不同。前半生练功40分钟，看手腕角度或肩。我的青春年华，天会累，加上会结疤，梦受尽都没空废话，绝杀球是我的回答。雨过天晴了，万物何必？青春有气爽，万怪无忌。四面往上爬，胜负输赢，在大声唱一遍，斩断了理智线。雨过天晴了，万物何必？青春有气爽，万怪无忌。愁容都剃光。胜负输赢，再大声唱一遍，斩断了理智线。闪电红得快，中心特工不意外，有种放手来，轻碰触电你就败。哒哒哒哒，你我的间隔，天际地平线啊，闪电冲轮快，含苞待放的危害，有种放手来，拦截几率不存在。哒哒哒哒，你我的间隔，天际地平线啊。三分球认真投，送你家和西归。三分球认真投，盖不到就闭嘴。身高适中，有时当我0秒出手起飞。以往看不起我，现在看到一冷心怀。闪电红得快，中心特工不意外。有种放手来，轻碰触电你就败。哒哒哒哒哒，你我的间隔，天际地平线啊。闪电冲轮快，含苞待放的未来。有种放手来，拦截几率不存在。我不怕痛，天降大任赐予我小菜大用。渺小的盆地有着伟大的梦想，四季朝闻，不甘心这一生平庸。一层登峰地裂山崩，谁管逆境困难重重，伸展那个劲，沉淀心中的汗水，留下生命。一样梦想蜕变，证明自己与众不同。前半生练功40分钟，看手腕角度。
好的，请双方球员停止练习，我们现场即将关场灯。好的，我们现场要关场灯。
胜负输赢，再大声唱一遍，是断了
blah blah blah，Yes sir！ 欢迎各位线人们，时隔1周的时间，再次回到我们新北中信特攻的主场。今天是我们不败主场面临关键的一战，也就是我们 T1 联盟的总冠军决战要来啦！感谢所有线人的朋友们一起进场到我们场边来应援。今天呢，我们面对的是拥有拉拉山称号的台南台钢猎鹰，我们已经准备好要爬山了，相信所有线人们也是一样。今天不要吝啬，把你们的声音、小手手、小脚脚、各种的干扰都给它放声放出来 ，OK？ 虽然我们在第一轮以3-0的优势呢，提前进到了总冠军战，不过今天一样不能掉以轻心，好不好？今天要把这只老鹰打成小鸟，大家一起继续保持热情，保持尖叫声，保持声音，帮我们守下这场主场的胜利。OK， 接下来你们手上的应援长巾，随时随地要准备好。你们的声音随时随地要 stand by， 把这个热情拿出来，让我们总冠军赛顺利的拿下首胜。接下来，让我们用最大力的掌声以及最大声的尖叫，欢迎我们的开场表演 ，Passion Sisters and Thunder。
比赛准备正式开始，莫尔特里要来跟卡斯跳球了。
第一节比赛即将开始。
特工啊，今天穿的还是这一件比较特别的特制版球衣。
我们谢谢 Passion Sister and Thunder。接下来，让我们欢迎赛前的演唱嘉宾，同时也是我们中信特攻年度主题曲的主唱人莫在阳，掌声加尖叫！
好，
跌到谷底伸出手的 I still remember， 功成名就才来攀的你他妈谁呢 ？I'm flexing cause I earn it， 不必靠谁关系，词做好的写的保持我要的叛逆，希望每天在变现，我的字典没有喇叭嘴，那些没用的 hater 只会靠考试和拉撒睡。当我实现从小的梦，流过多少眼泪 ，Man you never know， 战胜了心魔，谁都能成为传奇，为自己写下独一无二的传奇。We might can 改变世界，扣下扳机。I feel good cause I've been to hell. I fight with a demon all night long. I fight with a demon all night long. I fight with a demon all night long. Go！ 我在顶峰看着最美的风景，颠簸的路走得不太算容易，到过地狱才能见到光明。I made my dream， 最美的风景。我的顶峰看着最美的风景，没空接电话，先帮我破了香槟。Fuck 那些啥不是我的东西，不知道出包多少次才能帅，恭喜高空里飞得不赖，别一口气接力实力，管它逆风还是迎风，这么快要对付海啸，从来不甘平庸。什么让我强壮？不是鳄鱼的朋友，愚昧无知的眼光，估计要承受很久。你只能看着远方，团结的篝火点亮，专心刺骨一点杀一点伤哈。不知道黎明要破晓以前，剧本危险如在地槽里面，聚光灯亮开讲，伴随着悲欢喜怨，外界喧天锣鼓炊烟，可恶看不破华丽的舞，制高点你看得清楚，他们难想象。Say, flying ever higher, and I had never been here. Flying ever higher, 我的顶峰看着最美的风景，颠簸的路走得不太算容易，到过地狱才能见到光明。I made my dream， 最美的风景。我的顶峰看着最美的风景，没空接电话，先帮我破了香槟。Fuck 那些啥不是我的东西。I fight with a demon all night long. I 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 fight with a demon all night long. 谢谢。这首歌叫做《最美的风景》，然后这首歌是我跟阿耶一起创作的。在新庄体育场，我要再次听到你们最大的尖叫声。OK， 接下来这首歌叫做《水》，好，送给大家。小吃相当火，热情的沙漠燃烧爆火鸟，不测想后果，个性上有点甜感，无所谓，水能灭了火，看起白白的烟雾后。下雨天过后，预定土壤熟悉的味道，徜徉在田里，稻穗有点的几层楼高，滴呀滴呀滴水穿透石头尽头，我顺水流进汪洋地地捞。我看稀里哗啦哗地水，人类噼里啪啦啪地醉。我看稀里哗啦哗地水，人类噼里啪啦啪地醉。Living like a 水花，我还要那个对话。都要当水，我也要推波助澜。爱现场在滚烫，晚上也就睡作伴。我滔滔大海，浪赋予我歌写不完。旭日东面上升，照耀我回蓝湾。
睡啊睡啊，又是神奇机会，带着文明的误会。睡啊睡啊睡啊，不分天南地北，滋养文明和人类。我看稀里哗啦哗地水，人类噼里啪啦啪地醉。我看稀里哗啦哗地水，人类噼里啪啦啪地醉。Living like a 水花。水啊，它从来都不用不打扮，骨子里自在的大专，见人喜烈画下高山，却偷偷地渗透大地。岁月啊，它从来都不高攀，默默地合作和交换，和走过世界尽头。我在 Google 看着地球水，蓝色的星球为何水资源不够？可能温室效应要你搬去拉雅山，你 maybe 几百年以后 ，Hey living like a 海洋凝用对谢谢。
Yeah！
大家以为到这边就结束了吗？当然还没有结束。接下来这首歌最近发行歌曲，送给所有孤单的人。Let's go。下我脆弱的面具，只骗我装你触碰就溃堤。我养的躯壳甚至言片语，空有喧嚣的宇宙，独自找一个压缩，心中进社会的规矩。银河的戏码现身难抽离，疏远人机后抓不到检举。换得一场疲弱，想找个人来联络，能聊两句的不多，漫天的星空衬托，孤独既陪我说话，甚至陪我听歌，寂寞再慢，要快乐该记得，先别说话。跟着时间定格，我们的发线都飘落在银河。I hate that I'm so lonely, nobody really knows me. I change my personality 'cause it get fucking boring. 没有人在乎，我才是我的酷。就这样一个人在太空漫步 ，But I still wanna love somebody. Yeah, I just wanna be somebody. You can't love me, 'cause I'm lonely. Yeah, oh, 是否我太脆弱，像流星那样坠落在银河之中？ Yeah, 陪我说话，甚至陪我听歌，寂寞再慢，要快乐该记得，先别说话，跟着时间定格，我们的发线都飘落在银河，人总将寂寞到老呢，也许怕一个走音糟蹋了编曲，初步社会就找到了结局。人一辈子会来去几个他，再痛的窗口还是能结痂，环游了世界还是想回家，但没有掌声我不敢回家。
Yes sir， 掌声加尖叫！
给我一点声音。最后，来了，重头戏来了，大家最期待的一首歌，大家最期待的一首歌是哪一首？
歌。
大家最期待的这首《中信特工》，我们特工队今年在年度的主题曲，对，然后很荣幸呢，在去年的时候这首歌由我创作出来，那我相信这首歌到今年大家多少都听过，希望大家副歌可以跟我一起唱好吗？
好
，Let's go， 闪电特工。
好，线人们会唱的一起唱啊！
首歌好极了，当我空中运球定格，一路杀入禁区，电光石火，索命荆轲。不甘示弱的欢迎来抢篮板，实力拼测。Nothing to lose， 别闪躲，各路梯子别往后。最迷人与外线进球的声音，全场枯燥是最美丽的风景。抓稳节奏，坚定式的练习，跌倒总是痛，偏离领上也要前进。比肩走成我all the UK 队友，不是颜色也知道该往前退后。看球迷期待积分满的面孔，不能闪，不能躲，后面又怎样？三分球认真投，送你家和西归。三分球认真投，盖不到就闭嘴。身高是种优势，但我0秒出手起飞。以往看不起我，现在看到一冷心。嘿，闪电红得快，中心特工不意外。有种放手来，清风触电你就败。哒哒哒哒哒，你我的间隔，天际地平线呢？闪电冲很快，含苞待放的未来。有种放手来，拦截几率不存在。哒哒哒哒哒，你我的间隔，天际地平线呢？我是伤痕没影响，我不怕痛。天降大人赐予我小才大用，渺小的盆地有着伟大的梦想，世纪早晚不甘心这一生平庸。一寸阵风，地裂山崩，谁管逆境？困难重重，生产那个劲，沉淀心中的汗水，留下生命都一样。梦想蜕变，证明自己与众不同。几百瞬练功40分钟，看手腕角度火箭筒，换上我的青春年华，间会累加。空手进攻没空废话，绝杀球是我的回忆。雨过天晴朗，万物和平，精神有气爽，欢快无尽，球容都听话，身不足影。再大声唱一遍，像断了理智线。雨过天晴朗，万物和平，精神有气爽，欢快无尽，球容都剃光，身不足影。再大声唱一遍，像断了理智线。闪电红得快，中心特工不意外。有种放手来，清风触电你就败。哒哒哒哒哒，你我的间隔，天际地平线啊。闪电冲很快，含苞待放的未来。有种放手来，拦截几率不存在。哒哒哒哒哒，你我的间隔，天际地平线啊。
掌声加尖叫，再一次给我们莫宰阳！
谢谢，
谢谢莫宰阳。
很开心可以在中信特工最后进到冠军赛的时候，跟大家一起享受这个美好的时刻。
再一次热情的掌声，给我们莫宰阳。接下来，各位线人们，请把目光移向上方的大荧幕。
9
季后赛可以说就是像是决赛，一个地方没有做好你就结束了那种。
没有明天这样子。
If you lose one game, can change the rhythm.
更投入、更享受季后赛这个过程。
Go out there and play as hard as you can. Who knows where we will be, next year. Who knows where we will be in the morning.
很可惜啦，去年很多事情没有准备好，所以就止步在4强以外。
菜鸟球季的最后一场球赛嘛，心中还是有很多不甘心的。
今年一定要把它完全的就是做好，100%。
一定会竭尽所有的力量去达成我们最后的目标，抛下黄色的彩带。
A team that can be in a dynasty. 队史的首冠。
不想留下遗憾吧。
到岁月，然后得到冠军。
相信自己，相信团队。
The best club of the league.
Let's go get it done.
Dream on， 让我们一起拿下冠军赛的第1场胜利 ，Bring the trophy home。首先，先让我们欢迎特工吉祥物 Thunder。 接下来，把你们的声音借给我，让我们用最大声的力量欢迎新北中信特工球员进场。背号2号，人中豪杰，特工控球精灵刘仁豪。背号3号。 特工防守大锁，齐天大圣林炳胜。背号6号，黄金时代最佳控卫李学礼。背号7号。 特工暖男新生代控球后卫魏家豪，背号12号中信龙王台湾阿龙韩杰荣，背号30号特工欧巴沉稳射手刘伟成。 背号55号，新北的国王特工尼克金啦金恩。背号76号，特工大黄蜂新庄基地的守助攻曾文鼎鼎哥。 接下来介绍 Starting Five 先发5人，背号0号，本土第一人，特工黑豹阿巴西，背号10号，颜值担当，首席射手谢亚轩。 背号1号，欧洲舰队能里能外 ，Ed 艾德。背号9号，特工禁区悍将 KK 克里斯。最后一位，背号16号，后场指挥官。 大三元制造机李伟汉，总教练李义华，助理教练莫米尔，球员发展教练许时清，体能教练穆建宏，防护主任及球队管理邱鼎俊，领队杨淑慧，总经理刘志威，董事长陈国恩， 接下来为大家介绍来访的台南台钢猎鹰。背号3号古毛维嘉，背号6号刘俊廷，背号9号吴彦伦，背号21号吕冠廷，背号23号陈金环，背号29号韩杰玉，背号50号威勒斯，背号54号吴代豪。接下来为大家介绍台南台钢猎鹰先发5人，背号4号李汉生，背号13号德古拉，背号55号阿修罗，背号2号简伟如，背号12号胡凯翔，董事长王炯芬，董事张国胜，总经理钱伟成，总教练刘梦竹，助理教练马怡红，球队总监吴志伟，双方球员场中致意。接下来呢，新人们把双手借给我们，球员手上的海报即将要丢上去喽。来，小手手，让我们看到，今天靠你们了，好不好？大家都是最佳第6人啊，把这场比赛的胜利收下来。Yes sir， 准备来，我们赛前的跑篮仪式了。DEA， 拍手，拍手，拍手，拍手 ！DEA，rap， 啊，准备快来喽 ！Game day, game time, game on! Dream on, we bring the trophy back home. 大家很棒。
19 wins in a row in here.
3-2-1. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, however you're streaming. Welcome to the T1 universe. We've come to the final saga, the one we've all been waiting for. It is finals. Today, game 1 of Tainan TSG Ghosthawks and the new Taipei CTBC DEA. It's best out of 7, and we're starting the finals here at Xingzhuang Stadium, home of the Flash, before we fly south for 2 games in the Ghosthawks nest. So, game is going to be coming up shortly. This broadcast is brought to you by 11 Sports with our play-by-plays. We'll be seeing shortly on the screen is Zhang Zhenling and guest head coach NCHU Jia Fan. But here we see on the court right now is our Passion Sisters and as well as Commissioner of T1, Rosa Chen, or as we call her, Qian Jie. We have a good turnout so far.
Playoff atmosphere, free swag. They were giving out jerseys at the start at the gate today. I mean, $300 tickets with a free jersey. That's a free basketball game, in my opinion.
It's Taylor Chen and Scotty D signing in today and calling all the finals. So, Scott, what do you have to say about the Ghosthawks and DEA matchup?
Well, we got the Ghosthawks 1980s style NBA team, like to bang at the post, but the Drug Enforcement Agency just plays harder, faster, better, and stronger.
Take a look at the regular stats during the season. DEA has gone undefeated against the Tainan Ghosthawks 6-0. You're going to see the rebound averages. The only thing that the Ghosthawks have is the rebounds, 45.8 as opposed to 45.2 for the DEA. But DEA They lead in assists, 2 points made, and 3 points as well as blocks, even though Tainan Ghosthawks have their triple tower of terrors, including Upshaw, Degara, and Sim Gular, who actually isn't in today's lineup today. We have Marcus Weathers in today's lineup.
That's one change to the lineup that I think was a strategical move because the guards for the DEA are quite quick, and I think it's a better matchup having Marcus Weathers trying to guard Abasi and Nick King. That's a 1-2 punch that's been hurting everybody this year, especially in this gym.
We see a comparison of the starting unit and the bench players between DEA and Ghosthawks in the playoffs. You see DEA, they scored more points for these starters. For the bench players, though, they're putting in 48% of the time. Ghosthawks, on the other end, we got the bench players putting in more minutes and more points, primarily thanks to Goma Weijia, 6th man of the year, who was selected in the season.
6th man of the year still has a chance to collect Rookie of the Year as well. Doing really well in these playoffs. Mind you, the playoffs have just been one series so far for each of these teams. One thing today for the DEA that's going to be open and was open for the Aquas was their three-pointers. They have some of the best three-point shooters in the league here on the DEA.
See on the screen right here, some of our guests and YouTubers putting in their guesses for this series. We see Scott on the screen.
I know that guy. I go 4-1. I got DEA 4-1, losing one game down in Tainan.
Some of the guests on the screen include Songshan head coach Huang Wenlong 4-2, and Jia Fan. He's the only one on here saying it'll be a 4-3 series. I'm gonna go with a 4-2. I think the Ghosthawks might surprise us with the second win. But Scott, what were you saying that the DEA might want to win at home?
Well, it's hard to close out a series. You know, if you go up, my opinion is they're gonna go up 3-0, and then that closeout game down in Tainan, I think it's hard to put teams away. We'll see how it works out. Let's watch and find out.
Ghosthawks do have their 3 bigs on their team, but the DEA have the speed on their side. And yes, they do lack the experience, but this season they do have more veteran players signed onto the team. We do have Ling Wei Han from last season, but they have also signed Zheng Wending, Ading, as well as veteran Eastern European players Christian Krajina, Edgar Jalonis, as well as the recent signing KB. On the screen we have Liu Mengzhu. We talked to him before the game, saying what is his strategy coming into this series and how he's feeling with the players with a quick turnover.
I think it's pretty simple how they're going to do today. They're going to be banging it in the post, and I think the DEA, it's going to be a matchup problem trying to guard Robert Upshaw, who likes to step out and hit the 3 and can just bully you in the post.
See on the highlights on the screen, Ghosthawks actually have yet to win against the DEA in both seasons T1 has been in existence. So that's a 12-game winning streak against the Ghosthawks, but the points deficiency isn't too big. It's only 6.7, and we're gonna see, you know, today is gonna be a competition between our 3-point shooters, including Xie Yashen Eric against Lewis, number 2 of the Tainan Ghosthawks. Xie Yashen currently has a 47% 3-point percentage in the playoffs. He was also in the All-Star games for the 3-point competition.
So the closest the Ghosthawks have come to beating the DEA was back in October in a 3-point loss, and it's 6-0 this year versus the DEA. So today's a new day. Let's see what they can do today in Game 1 of the T1 League Championship Series.
And we mentioned before the highlight, or the upper hand that Tainan Ghosthawks is the La La San, as our Taiwanese fans call it. That's a famous mountain up in the Taoren Mountains, describing the 3 towers of the Ghosthawks. They're going to be a key playmakers for the Ghosthawks, but you see Al Bashir being a key maker. We project that he could be one of the potential MVPs of the playoffs.
That's my pick for the MVP, Abasi. Look for him to lead the break today and try to beat the Ghosthawks down the floor. Hit him where it hurt, quickness.
And as you mentioned before, Scott, initially talked about how it's going to be a mismatch. They're not really sure which Tainan Ghosthawks is going to go up against Nick King and Al-Bashir, but today we have Liu Mengzu talking about it today.
但我觉得基本上这几天的练球都是让他们能够去恢复他们的身体，然后再来就是针对特工的一些进攻端的一些特性，去做到一些防守端的一些设定。48分钟的比赛里面都必须要全神的关注，因为特工是一支在整个攻防转换非常快速的球队。他们也可以在短短的时间利用这个 transition 的方式，在3分线上大量的得分。所以我觉得今天如果想要在这场客场要拿下胜利，当然首先在防守端我们退防的速度可能必须是要更加的快速，然后必须要全体都要退防的机制。所以我想整个防守退防以及整个保护防守篮板，我想会是这场比赛胜负的关键。
That was Coach Liu Mengzu on the screen, talking about with the DEA how the Tainan Ghosthawks must be on their
对到台中太阳的
feet.
时候，其实我们去年在首轮就是败给他们，所以我们球员充满了那种复仇的心态，决定要把那个台中太阳打下来。那当然我们也占了一些便宜，就是他们在打挑战赛的时候，他们连续打了2场，那他们在体力上面是负荷是比我们大。那尤其是我们球队是以快速见长的这个球队，所以在3场球赛里面，我们能够很快速的，当然我们自己的速度、外线等等防守都有发挥，所以很快就能够有3比0的比数比下来。那台南比较不一样，台南它有3座高山在那边挡着，不像台中太阳，它大概只有2个大个子而已，而且是比较瘦弱的。那台南是3个非常大，所以我们要越过这3座山，事实上是有些困难。那当然，我们也设计了很多的策略，希望我们在总冠军赛能够有优异的表现。总冠军是7战4胜，所以这个路程还蛮遥远的。那个每一个教练都会在过程中做一些调整。那威尔斯今天上场的时候，其实我们在例行赛的时候也对阵过他，那对他的。 不管是个人技巧，或者是他的攻击范围，我们都非常的掌握得非常好，所以我们也做了蛮多一些策略上的运用。那我们也今天在各位球迷在球场上拭目以待。
Got words from both Liu Mengzu and Coach of the Year Li Yihua. Li Yihua was mentioning that players had all thoughts of redemption as they played against the Suns last season during the playoffs. Took advantage of the quick turnaround with them playing two play-in games. On the screen, we have the starting 5: Eason, Lewis, Simon, Upshaw, and Degara. For the DEA, we have Wei Han, Eric, Al-Bashir, KK, as well as Jalonis. So talking about how they, even though the Ghosthawks have the size advantage, however, like we mentioned before, instead of 3, they only have their 2 big Marcus Weathers today coming in as the 3rd import. Now, Li Yihua also mentioned that regular season is basically preparation for this moment, telling his younger players that, this isn't the time to be showing off and making tricks. Maybe if they're way ahead in this series, but if they get nervous, to rely and turn to their veteran teammates.
That Marcus Weathers in his 4 games played averages 17 points per game. I'm looking forward to having a look at him today.
So Coach Liu Mengzu earlier was saying that they need to be able to transition quicker and have speed on their side. So again, Marcus Weathers is going to be coming in clutch as Upshaw makes the first shot in today's game just off. Bashir taking the ball back. Was selected as Mr. Popular for this season. KK hands the ball off to Wei Han. Currently Defensive Player of the Year this season. Bounce pass to KK, 5 seconds left to go. He makes a spin move, but couldn't make the shot. Wei Han for 3. Upshot gets the ball back, and a coast-to-coast pass, Eason to Lewis. But DEA quickly going back into defense. Eric gets the ball out of bounds.
Eric with the active hands on defense.
Coach Liu Mengzu also emphasizing how important it is for the Ghosthawks to transition back into defense quicker.
Get down the floor in a hurry for those big guys is a problem.
Hopefully the Bigs had plenty of rest. There's not too much of a rest as they had to go to Game 5 against the Kaohsiung Aquas. KK bounce passes, but the ball slips, rolls over to Upshaw. Eason taking the ball back to Upshaw. Upshaw Didn't want to shoot threes, passes it to DeGara. Ball gets battered around between KK and DeGara, and a one-hand dunk by the Maltese.
First dunk for DeGara from in close. Had to get on his tippy toes for that one. He is a large man.
Weihan to Edgar Jalones for three, and gets it in. That's the first three for
the Lithuanian. Doesn't take very many threes, Edgar Jalones, but when he does, very selective, high percentage. He's shooting over 40% in the playoffs from downtown.
DeGara couldn't get in the two. Tough defense by the bigs on the DEA side. So like we mentioned before, DEA's not going to have the size, but they're going to be aggressive on defense. Weihan goes into the paint, passes it out to Al-Bashir. Al-Bashir for three, just off. Foul called on Weihan.
Take a look at this dunk from DeGara. Gets his own rebound, puts it down. Let's see if he gets off the floor just a little bit. Very effective, very effective.
Something that people probably don't know, Ling Weihan, even though he's one of the most veteran players on the DEA, he's actually never been in a championship. So they will look for him for guidance, but at the same time, this is his first experience also, as the referee finally blows the whistle. 3-second violation.
San Miao called the big man for three in the key. He was in there he wasn't there a long time, getting his own rebounds.
He's probably contesting that. He got a lot of contact. That it should have been a foul call.
Referee was just tired of watching him. Let's see.
Jalones and KK double teaming on DeGara. As Jalones goes in for a second one, just short. Eason hands the ball back to Simon. Simon passes it to the inside, but couldn't get a handle with Upshaw. And once again, DEA's ball. Spin cycle for Weihan, passes it to Al-Bashir, and Al-Bashir lobs it to KK. Once again, hands it off to Bashir. Quick passes to Jalones for another three-point attempt. Eason hands it off to Upshaw. Upshaw having the opportunity to shoot a three, but we had Jalones guarding him at the top.
We don't see Upshaw turn down that open three-point look too often. Couldn't think he's going to shoot the next one.
Foul called on Eason.
Look at our defensive player of the year, Lin Weihan. Plays on the ball defense very well.
Weihan recently also nominated or selected for the All-T1 first team, as well as the All-Defensive team for T1. A lot of accolades for Ling Weihan this season.
If I'm putting together a squad, Weihan's on my squad for sure.
On the squad also for the All-Defensive team, we got Dwight Howard, Deonta Davis, and Nelson of the DEA, as well as Kevin Hu of the Aquas.
Yeah, I think Dwight could be on my squad too. Dwight, Weihan, Abassi.
Well, Dwight actually is selected Import of the Year, sponsored by Jack Daniels. He logged in a total of 23 points, 16 rebounds, and 5 assists his first season here in Taiwan.
So many intangibles off the court, like sparking a fire in pro basketball in Taiwan, kind of putting us on the global map as a place to land.
Absolutely. I've never seen so much talk about Taiwan pro ball on Twitter, on IG. We're making appearances on ESPN, Bleacher Report.
Wait for Chris Paul to join the T1 League next year. He had mentioned if they don't win a championship with KD that he was going to join Dwight. So Chris Paul
reposted on his IG story, right?
That's right. We're ready to have you, Chris Paul, whenever you're ready.
Hey, listen, we're also ready for Dylan Brooks.
Oh boy, yeah, he's working on his Chinese. Unfortunate for Dylan Brooks, fellow Canadian. I wanted to say former Canadian. We want to kind of give him up after that.
You guys still haven't cut him off yet.
Yeah, we'll give you guys the States. You guys can have them.
Tainan logs in his first free throw shot. His average this season, 15 points, 9 rebounds.
You look at Ahuan on the sideline, getting ready to come in, get under somebody's skin.
Starting off again, DEA possession still. Ed hands it off to Wei Han. Back to Ed Burris, but nearly gets out of bounds. KK saves the ball, and Simon gets it back into Ghosthawks possession. Lays it in, blocked by Eric, but saves the day as Lewis coming back in for a putback. Score tied 4-all. Game 1 of the championship. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Wei Han is going in for 3 points. Al-Bashir tries to go in with a putback. Ball rolls out of the hoop, and Jiao Hu for 3, swishes it in. Lewis's three-point percentage has taken a dip during the regular season. During the playoffs, 18% is his three-point percentage versus during regular season is 34. Wei Han bounce passes is to Jalonis. Jalonis spin moves before.
Lots of contact.
Lots of contact. Referees made a call foul on Upshaw, the third.
Take a look at that. Upshaw up top. I think he swung. A little bit of arm there.
Jalonis first time at the free throw line, gets his first one in. It's his first season to play in Asia, let alone in Taiwan.
Played everywhere, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, France, Egypt, Kazakhstan.
2 for 2.
Looks like he's enjoying himself here in Taiwan from the stories after games. Those guys look like they have fun.
He is now an expert at taking the MRT with his wife Tanya. So on their off days, they're just going around Taiwan and just having a great time. Lewis going in for a layup as Bashir passes it off to Jalonis, back to Bashir. With 8 seconds left on the clock, KK goes in for 3 points himself and makes it in, not a problem.
KK, another guy that's very selective on his three-point attempts, but very effective from behind the line, over 40% as well.
Jalonis and KK are gonna just wait for the right opportunity. They're not just gonna shoot whenever it's right, or whenever. And Simon going in for 3 on the right side, and it's good!
Butter from Simon.
The three-point competition so far in this first quarter. Simon and Lewis kind of on the same boat where their three-point percentage took a dip. AK coming in, get 2 points in, there you go. Makes it through the second time.
Follows his teammates miss, easy putback.
Simon once again for 3, just off to the left. Three-point percentage, 28 during the regular season, 23 during the playoffs. See, the speed for the Ghosthawks have definitely upped the tempo, but Eric lays one in without the Ghosthawks noticing.
Eric able to finish a layup in the key with the Giants, something that the Aquas had a very difficult time doing in the last series.
Upshaw out to Lewis. He's gonna go in and lay another one in. DeGoras get his own rebound for a free throw opportunity at the line.
I think every one of his shot attempts comes with a free offensive rebound. We're gonna see our first timeout here.
TV timeout, 13-12 the score. DEA just ahead by 1 point. We're still in the midst of the first quarter. We will be right back after the following messages.
Tight game.
看到一片的长青海。来这边的朋友，把我们的冠军主题的长青拿出来。Yes sir！ 太棒了，太棒了，太棒了！象征我们中信特攻的主题，应援长青。今年我们就要把队史首冠带回家，大家一起。这个荣耀是属于所有线人，很棒，对啊！这个长青还可以当头巾，你看万用的。也在举高，举高 ！Yes sir， DEA。来这边也帮我举高。哦，伟汉的儿子，假高追呢。耶！弟弟好可爱。
Look at Shinzwan Stadium.
Live here, we got 2 games at the Xinzhuang Stadium. We are currently in a winning streak, home winning streak for the new Taipei CTBC DEA. Wow, that's a mouthful, but that's their full name. This is a record for T1.
We're going to take our first look here at Marcus Weathers and Nick King, who have both subbed in since that timeout. I imagine they're going to match up with each other. 2 players to watch.
Marcus Weathers been put on the shelf since April 22nd. Hasn't made an appearance in the playoffs, so we're going to see how he's going to match up against, as you mentioned, Nick King or Al Bashir.
He can score, and as you mentioned, yeah, they kept him on a shelf in a box ready for, you know, just this occasion right now. I like the matchup with Weathers.
Substitution in, number 54, Wesley of the Ghosthawks coming in for Simon. Don't usually see Wesley coming in so early in the game. Acting is also subbed in for the DEA. Both of them having plus league experience and SBL experience. And Nick King, just like that, coming in hot for 2.
Making his presence felt immediately with his first touch.
Guma Weijia also coming in halfway through the first quarter.
With the Happy and You Know It remix there.
Got the carnival music to Marcus Weathers, passes it to Wesley, and Degar once again gets his own rebound, backs it around between DEA and himself, and that's Wesley getting a foul.
As we see why these big guys are the leading offensive rebound getters in the league. Every shot attempt coming with at least 2 or 3 free offensive rebounds.
Acting out to Jalonis. Jalonis finds Bashir, but couldn't connect the dots. King tries to get the rebound. Guma Weijia gets the ball back to Ghosthawks possession. Bounce passes it to Degara. Double team by Acting, and Al Bashir gets to count it.
Good foul, didn't let him finish it. Gonna have to get 2 at the line here. 2 the hard way. Take a look. Oh, just couldn't get over the top.
Nelson coming in for Wei Han. As we mentioned before, he's also on the T1 all-defensive team. Degara, second time at the free throw line. First one in.
Good-looking foul shots from the Giant.
Currently logged in 63 free throw percentage. On the court for the Ghosthawks, Degara, Ahwan, Guma Weijia, Wesley, as well as Weathers. Al Bashir lays it in, no problem. But Nick King comes back in and slams the hammer.
Slams the hammer indeed. Left hand over the top.
That was nasty. DEA just quick on their feet, getting the ball right back after Guma Weijia up against Nelson, goes into the paint, passes it to Wesley, and manages to lay it in.
Good response from the Ghosthawks after Nick King brought the crowd's energy level up to level 10 now.
19-18 is the score. Deng Wending at the top, bounce back to Al-Bashir. Goes in for 3 points, and yes sir, punches it 3.
Ding's been playing professional basketball here in Taiwan a long time. He's able to hit that outside shot.
He is in OG, like I mentioned before, played in the SBL Plus League and T1.
Juan unable to connect there.
Nelson sandwiched in between Wesley and Gumao. Gumao gets the ball back, passes it to Mark Weathers, and gets 2 in.
As the Ghosthawks look to run the floor.
That's the speed that the Ghosthawks need today. Weathers' last game was April 22nd, played against DEA also. As Nelson up against the Maltese Giant, 4-3. Oh my goodness, clears it. Weathers drives into the inside and pushes in 2.
Okay, Marcus Weathers, our first look at him. Aggressive move to the hoop there, I like it.
This is his moment in calling for the playoffs as Nick King goes in for a high floater. That goes behind the backboard.
That was a tough one there. Al-Bashir with the blow-by. And the, left hand. I didn't think he was going to dunk that. He had a second level there.
A one-hand slammer. Upshaw back in the game. Degar sitting out with 1.5 minutes left. Gumao directing traffic, passes it to Ahwan and to Upshaw. Once again with that move, double teamed by KK and Ding. Quick turnaround. It's Al-Bashir spin move and
too fast.
Gets an opportunity at the free throw line.
You see these DEA run the ball here in transition. It's going to be tough to guard them if the big man can't get down the floor. Upshot quiet so far. Look for him to step it up. He doesn't stay quiet for very long. Take a look at Al-Bashir here, Abbasi as they call him.
Points per game average during the playoffs, 18 points, logging in 5 rebounds, 2 assists.
Leading all local Taiwanese players at 18 points.
This is the second free throw shot. Weathers pushes through and goes in for 2 once again. Couldn't lay it in. King brings the ball back to DEA side. Passes it out to Nelson. Nelson back to King. And King for a mid-range shot, way too short. Bashir manages to get the ball back. And King once again, same spot, second go, makes it in. Gumaweja, coast-to-coast pass out to Weathers. Back out to Gumaweja. Barely manages to pass it out to Ahwan. And Upshaw with the ball with 7 seconds left to go.
There we go.
And makes it in.
Upshaw heard me. Getting on the board now.
20 seconds left. 28-25 is the score. Nick King's turn to conduct traffic. And the countdown begins for the shot clock amongst the crowd. Nick King goes into the paint, passes it to KK. Just like that. That's teamwork right there for DEA.
Great pass by Nick King. Got both defenders to engage on him around the side. That was Steve Nash. Nice pass, Nick King.
We conclude the first quarter. 30-25 is the score. DEA's taking the lead. Still got plenty of T1 basketball left. Stay tuned, folks. You are watching T1 Championships.
团结一心，一起冲击总冠军大尖。没错，众志成城啊！跟我们的巴西还有亚轩一样，来搭着旁边朋友的肩，哇，这2位可爱的美女。OK， 换你们喽！哎， 哇，不止搭肩呐，这个太热情了，太棒了！换你们，换你们，快快快，赶快！有没有拿正？没有拿反吧？漂亮漂亮，来，换你们，妹妹妹妹，跟巴西还有我们的雅轩一样，兄弟姐妹般的感情，哎。哦，来搭个肩吧，两位亲子。哦，弟弟跟旁边的，来一家人前姐搭肩，哈哈，很开心很开心。哦耶，也可以跟我们闪电特工这首歌一起摇摆，这是我们中信特工今年的主题曲。哎，搭肩呐，不是打头啊，很可爱，很可爱。哦耶，轮到你们了 ，so sweet。哦，这也是兄弟哦。那跟我们闪电特工一起摇摆。还有哦，还有哦。好，弟弟。有没有兄弟姐妹？没有的话，跟旁边的一起。谢谢大家，你们很棒，我们继续。
Welcome back. We see Nick King coming in before the end of the first quarter for that mid-range shot. Came in halfway through the first quarter.
Upshot a little quiet in that first quarter, only 2 shot attempts. Look for him to find his rhythm here in the second.
Might take him a while to warm up here at Xinzhuang Stadium. It is notoriously cold in this stadium. We start off on once again with the second quarter. Ating and Nelson in. Remaining starters for 3 is Nick King. Only remaining starters right now is KK and Eric. For the Ghosthawks, we got Gumao, Alex, Weathers, as well as Ahuan and Upshaw. And Weathers coming in for 2 up against Eric. Too slow.
DEA shot 50% from the floor in the first quarter. Very effective.
And KK ISO against Alex. No match as KK rolls it in.
Good footwork by the European.
This is also KK's first time playing in Asia and in Taiwan. Rotated throughout the European leagues throughout his career. Kumao coming in with a teardrop. KK hands the ball off to Ating.
He whistled Alex for the foul there. Got him on the body with his hand. Look at Weathers' bucket. Good elevation, readjust. Footwork here.
29, Alex came in clutch in Game 5 against Kaohsiung Aquas. Had 2 game-changing 3-point shots in the third quarter. That shot's not going to count.
Another foul on Alex. Quick 2 for Alex.
Maybe got championship jitters. It's his first year playing in pro ball.
Had a great Game 5. Averaging 2 points in the regular season. Had at least 6 points in Game 5, or was it 8 points? Anyways, tripling his season average in one of the biggest games of the year for the Ghosthawks.
Well, Liu Mengdu pulls him out in 54 Wesley into the game. As Nick King shoves Weathers.
They might want to take a look at that one. Coach not going to call for it. Coach, they are going to take a look at it.
That's going to be
technical foul. Technical foul on Nick King. Possibly something he said, possibly not the action.
We're going to see that replay again.
It's not going to look good. It's called the forearm shiver. That works well when you're a running back. Not so much when you're trying to run the point.
I don't think we're trying to mix sports here. As Gumao comes in for his free throw shots.
show us another look at it. Take a look at the tee. He's trying to tell the referees to watch with their eyes. They didn't like that. Technical foul.
Didn't really like the attitude there as we start off. Weathers to Gumao. Gumao, not unfamiliar with the playoffs, but first time as a pro baller. Ahwan for three. High ricochet, up shot, gets the ball back. Passes, tries to pass to Weathers. King gets the ball back. Passes on to Nelson and out to Eric. And King for three. Just off up shot, gets the ball back once again. Quick transition back into offense. Gumao on to Weathers.
Upshot will shoot that one.
From the top for three. Couldn't connect. Upshot logged in 27 points in the last game. Hopefully, even with the quick turnaround, he was able to recover. KK coming in for two.
Soft hands. These European guys like to play soft hands. Nothing too flashy.
Definitely a big change compared to last season. Last season, they signed only Americans. This season was nothing but Eastern Europeans. We got KK, Edgars Jalonis as 29. As Alex comes back into the game, but like I mentioned before, they have Jalonis, KK, as well as KB. Earlier this season, they did have Yuri Kunjina.
We got Nick King holding it down for the Americans.
Right. As Gumao slips and slides through for two.
So shifty, Gumao.
As a coast-to-coast pass to Eric, but he steps out of bounds. Got some subs coming in for both sides. Al-Bashir and Wei Han coming in. Eason as well as Lewis coming in from the Ghosthawks side. We see Gumao just
nice in-out dribble from Gumao.
so slick.
As Gumao's going to take a quick break.
He's logged in 5 points so far in this game. Eason coming in to give Gumao a rest. Tainan native, been in the championships last season with the Kaohsiung Aquas, now with his hometown team. As Upshot goes on to the inside. No good. King once again handles the ball to the other side. Looks out for his teammates, passes it on to Ating. Ating for three, punches it in.
You got to guard the veteran when he's wide open from the three-point line. Totally different style of basketball so far from the Ghosthawks. So used to them pounding it in the post. Now they're shooting threes.
And a line drive Upshot to Weathers.
They're going to reward Marcus Weathers with 2 free throws. Take a look at Ading's triple. No one's going to guard me. I'm going to knock this down. I'm a seasoned veteran.
Coach Lee Hua emphasized to his players that if they get nervous handling the ball, just hand it off to Ling Wei Han and Ating. Ating helping the Plus League Fubon Braves take 2 back-to-back championships.
Take a look at Marcus Weathers. Played for Duquesne. Shout out to the Dukes. Led the Duquesne in dunks one year, which is always exciting. 72 in his 3 seasons as a Duke.
Jalonis and Eric coming in for King and Ating. Jalonis has taken 2 Import of the Month awards in this season. Wei Han passes it to KK. It's one-on-one up against Wesley. As Jalonis up against Lewis. Spin moves and tries to go in for 2. KK is going to come in for and 1.
Weak side person ever able to come over and get the rebound there. As the Ghosthawks are lacking some size in the key with this lineup. Those rebounds will be available. Good putback from KK.
Wesley logged in, set his second foul. KK at the line now. As Weathers comes out, Degar coming back into the game.
Here's the look we're used to. Good minutes for Marcus Weathers.
Alex is back in also.
Now Chris Krajina, his wife's a famous tennis player, is that correct?
That's correct. So during the New Year's, KK flew to Australia to visit his girlfriend for a little bit of time.
2 players in pro sports. Awesome.
Soon his agent will be coming into town to watch his player perform, as that's another 2 logged in for the Ghosthawks.
Wayhan pushes the ball.
No look pass out to Jalonis, then to Al-Bashir, and Wayhan for 3 is going to punch in another.
Buckets. DEA have so many guys that can hurt you. One guy's having an off night, there's 5 other guys in double figures that can help you out.
Eason passes it to Degara, and Wayhan's going to collect a foul. Or Jalonis will collect that one. Once again, lots of 3-point attempts in this game. As Upshaw passes it out to Eason. And Alex for 3 himself. He wants to be a part of the party. Wayhan takes the ball back, and he finds Al-Bashir. Al-Bashir from the left for 3. Way off, a little bit too deep. And that's Ghosthawks possession.
A little too strong from Al-Bashir there. Wants a replay. Don't think you're going to see that one again.
Getting a little bit too ahead of themselves in that moment.
In golf, we call that missing that 1 cup left. That was 1 cup right.
We start off once again. Lewis passes it to, tries to pass it to Eason. Ball goes out of bounds thanks to Eric. With 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Ghosthawks are going to try to cut the deficiency right now. 45-36. Degara hands it off to Lewis. 6 seconds left on the clock. He's on the inside. Couldn't get the ball in. Jalonis hands it off to Wayhan. Passes it all the way out to Shea Eric. And Bashir in the lane goes in for 2. That's a travel call on the Senegalese.
Tried to get away with the up fake, but it looks like he left his feet to make that up fake. Good travel call by the referee.
Lewis lobs it out to Degara. Double teamed by Wayhan and Ed.
Good look from the Ghosthawks. Big man double teamed. 3-point shot open. Knocks it down.
Wayhan to Al-Bashir. Still, once again, the ball's at the top. Bounce passes to KK. To Edgar Jalonis, and Jalonis for 2. Upshaw from Fresno at the top.
Degara controlling that rebound with 1 hand.
Gives the ball back to Upshaw. Upshaw's going to the inside. That ball's going way out of bounds, but still DEA's possession, even though KK thought it was Ghosthawks possession. The TV timeout coming up. 39-47. DEA has the lead still. But stay tuned for more playoff basketball. We see it's a 3-point competition.
Got a good game here.
And Thunder 的战舞，还有长巾的可以跟他们一起甩哦，把你的应援长巾准备好，来举起来，
举起来。 谢谢 Thunder and Passion Sisters.
Welcome back to T1 Finals Game 1 here at Xinzhuang Stadium. For those watching on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. You just watched the Passion Sisters performing for that timeout. Score right now, 47-39.
So far, the Ghosthawks have turned the ball over 7 times versus the DEA's 2. Pretty much the score difference. And then we got 43%, 46% from downtown for the DEA, which is right where they're normally at. 36% for the Ghosthawks, getting away from their pounding it in the post techniques that they've been using all year.
Gonna see what Liu Mengju is gonna say. Hopefully, they're gonna correct those turnovers in the second half. But like you mentioned in the pregame, they've got to stay focused the whole entire time as Wei Han clears 3 once again.
Can't let these shooters shoot standstill threes.
Keep saying it throughout the series against the Suns. If the DEA, especially the local players, when they are squared up against the hoop, they are going to go for those 3-point shots, and they're going to make it guaranteed. Wei Han brings the ball back to DEA side, gets it off to Jalones, knocks over Alex in the process.
Alex took a hard shot there. Good charge taken from Alex. Brave man. Once again, free healthcare here in Taiwan. That's why we take charges.
Listen, as long as it's not Dagara or Simbular, I think these local players, they're tough enough to
take a look here. Oh.
Ooh, but it looks like he almost took an elbow to the face, unintentional, but.
Brave, Alex, brave.
Yes, absolutely.
Taking one for the team, so to speak.
Literally. Eason to Simon coming back into the game. Not a kicking violation.
Dribble it off his leg.
Coach Li Yuhua subbing in Nick King, Ding, KK, and Eric coming back onto the bench. You see Momir Radkovic on the side, assistant coach for the DEA this season.
You'll see DEA go deeper in their bench than the Ghosthawks. Ghosthawks probably play about 7 guys. The DEA will rotate almost their whole rotation through.
Al-Bashir for 3. Nothing but net.
I was waiting for him to get going.
Upshaw up against Jalones, passes it out to the perimeter, and for Alex, just off, Jalones gets the ball back to DEA. And just like that, a quick transition, but Wei Han stops at the top. Bounce passes to Jalones. 2-point attempt there as Eason goes in for 3 himself.
They needed that one. Nice shot from Eason in transition.
9 for 17 has the DEA made their 3-point shots. And Senwending hands it off to Nick King. Nick King for a mid-range shot. Eason quickly handling the ball back to offense, but DEA just as quick. He hands off to Upshaw. The ball goes back to DEA once again. And Exodus for 2.
The quick pace of this second quarter is favoring the DEA style of play.
Ghosthawks side making 5 of their 16 3-point shots. Simon passes out to Dagara. Dagara coming into the paint. And 2-hand slam for Dagara.
I thought he was going to pull the entire stanchion down there.
Got some extra weights put on the base of the hoops, hopefully,
well
for
done,
Dagara.
Stadium of the Year, keeping that net from falling down.
There you go, Bashir for 3, just off. Degara bats the ball out of bounds. Still DEA's ball.
Take a look at that dunk. Show us this one first.
Just as we thought, he puts us in a spin cycle for two. He gives it to Edgarus, and here we have.
That's a charging foul I would not want to take here. Oh boy, Ading decides, no, you know what?
Just too big for the two bigs on the DEA. As Nick King goes in for two. Ading with a putback. Ball gets batted around out of bounds. Referees are calling Ghosthawks.
55-44, second quarter. Game a bit closer than I thought it was going to be. Ghosthawks playing a different style of basketball today when Degara's off the floor for sure.
Weathers coming in for Upshaw in the last 2 minutes of the quarter. Eason hands it off to Weathers. Weathers in the paint, under the hoop, and counted for one. But quick, referees are not going to call it, but a quick transition by DEA. Ading passes it to Edgarus. Shalonis and spin cycle gets two in.
A lot of contact on that Marcus Weathers drive. I also thought it was a foul. They kept playing.
Right, they just kept going and threw us in for a loop. 57-46 is the score. Going into timeout really quick.
I like what I've seen from Marcus Weathers so far. Take a look at that one. No easy drive. Beats the European.
太小声，哎，那边蛮热情的哦。来，再来一次。最后一个，哪边声音的大，哪边去。哎，不要被旁边的比下去哦，好不好？待会礼物都丢这里 ，OK？ 你们很棒，我们继续为我们台中信特工加油！
Welcome back to game one of the finals. CTBC DEA against the Tainan TSG Ghosthawks right here, right now at Xinzhuang Stadium. 57-46 is the score right now. Instead of the triple tower of terrors and the Ghosthawks, we have Marcus Weathers coming in today's game.
Give him a little more agility on the court.
Just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more agility.
We start up again, 1 minute, 40 seconds left on the clock in this second quarter. Mark Weathers passes it to Degara. Hands it off to Ling Wei Han.
Oh, nice spin move. Quick spin move, hit the B button on the controller. I like that one.
Draws a foul on Eason.
Woof.
Nice spin move by Wei Han, but Eason kind of knocking him in the face. Wei Han to Shalonis, but that ball goes out of bounds.
Tough pass for him to handle. Wrong angle.
We start off once again, Ghosthawks possession. Simon at the top. And Eason hands it off to Simon once again, lobs it to Degara. Finally gets a handle of the ball for two.
Able to get it up before being flagged for another three in the key.
Logged in 10 points so far in this game. As Ading hands it off to King, draws a foul for Degara.
Look. Good pass from Ade.
A little bit too aggressive for Dagara.
Just too big. Didn't really bump him too hard, but inertia. Science got him there.
Gravity.
Yeah, science was not in Nick King's favor.
I say that to myself when I trip up with my own feet. King logging in his first free throw shot. 10 points for King so far. Want to follow all things T1, make sure to follow T1 League Basketball on Instagram as we're winding down in this second quarter. King directing traffic.
DEA holding on to a 10-point lead.
The top of the key, Nick King trying to go for two. And Lewis rushes back to the other side. Ball to Dagara. Hands it off to Weathers. Back to Dagara. 13 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, able to get fouled. They're going to reward the big man with free throws.
That's Jalonis' second foul today.
Everyone trying to throw a body at this big man.
KK coming in for Jalonis. Third time Dagara is at the free throw line.
That's one stat where he edges out Sim Buhar. Much better from the free throw line than Sim Buhar. Now that I've said that, he'll probably miss the first shot.
We're really great at those things. But you are right, Buhar logs in regular season 54% of his free throw shots compared to Dagara 63.
You become a liability late in the game when you're a 50% free throw shooter. Knocks them both down. The Maltese mountain. Still, as of yesterday, the tallest active professional basketball player on planet Earth. I'm not sure about other planets, but 7'7" is it for Earth.
We don't know about that.
There could be another system that has a bigger person, but not Earth.
Who knows? For those who believe in, other universes, maybe there's people out there who don't. 6 seconds left in the clock. Bounce passes. Nick King for two. Draws a foul once again. 3 seconds left in the quarter. That's Upshaw's foul as he just coming in.
Nick King, you take a look at Nick King about to take free throws. Born Memphis, Tennessee, 27 years old, 6'7".
3 seconds left. Oh.
Played for a few different colleges. Played for Memphis, Alabama. Actually got to play for Avery Johnson, who was the head coach of Alabama during his stint there. Then finished with Middle Tennessee State, where he lit up the stat sheet for the Blue Raiders.
Jonah Morrison and Guma Weja coming in. 3 seconds left in the clock.
DEA using almost their entire roster in the first half. Off on the second.
Knocks it off, but KK coming in for two.
Got to put a body on KK.
Tainan Ghosthawks, Leomongju wants a timeout with 1.5 seconds left to go in this first half. Let's see that replay again. KK recovering.
Looks like Upshaw even got a fingertip on it. Well, Leomongju wants to run a play here with 1.5 seconds to go. Let's see what it's going to look like.
Hey, anything can happen.
I'm going to think it's going to be a deep three from Upshaw, some sort of NBA range.
Who is in that? I can see that happening, or I can even see Gumao trying in for a
Gumao has enough time with 1.5 to get it out from his chin. His shot takes a little bit to get set up.
I mean, like I mentioned before, anything could happen. 1.5 seconds during the play-in series, Taiwan Beer Heroes against the Taichung Sun.
That's right, Ray Rice, 1.4 seconds left to go.
都传后面的哦，
都传后面。Somehow he was able to take the shot.
That is in for the books for all Taiwanese pro ball.
One of the craziest finishes I've seen here in Taiwan or anywhere, to be honest.
Yeah, craziest thing that we ever witnessed. Unfortunately, we weren't calling that game, but I think that's going to be a really absolutely unforgettable memory for everybody who watched it. We see the fans here at Shenzhen Stadium. About 2 whole sections of Ghosthawks fans here today.
Girls holding up scantily clad pictures of themselves?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not narcissistic.
Well, like I mentioned before, 1.5 seconds left, Ethan, just short.
Is that the play that he drew up? Anyways, good first half of basketball, 60-50, DEA up by 10. We're seeing a different look for the Ghosthawks. I like the matchups. See what they can come up with at halftime, try to knock into this lead.
Bill Milzu changing it up with Marcus Weathers in the lineup. See some adjustments made, but in the meantime, we'll be back for these halftime messages. Stay tuned.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.热情掌声献给桑德尔以及主持人比利，想不到吧？
看来လက်ပိုက်ပြီးဆရာမနဲ့တပည့်လို့တိုင်းသာဆက်ဆံလိုက်ရဲ့မဆက်ဆံလိုက်တဲ့အခါလက်ပြန်ရိုက်မတဲ့မိတယောက်တည်းသာကိုယ်ဝယ်ပြီးတူထောင်းနေပါမယ်မနဲ့ပြန်လိုက်အားနွယ်သူမို့နိုင်ဦးတဲ့မိမရဲ့တော်လဲကောင်းတာပဲခွဲရမှာတော့ကြောက်တဲ့သူမို့မပြောလဲအောက်ကြစမြဲအချင်းနဲ့လေသူမနဲ့တွေ့ရမဖော်ရဲကောင်းကလည်းဖေးရမွေကိုထိမ့်သိမ့်လို့ကောင်းမလေးကိုကျွန်တော်လဲကြောက်ပါရဲ့လူငယ်တော်ဝစိတ်ကစားတဲ့ကမစင်စားပဲချစ်ခဲ့မိရောနေဝင်တိုင်းရဲ့နေထွက်တိုင်းရဲ့ထမင်းစားလေးရဲ့တဲ့ကောင်းမလေးကြောင်း
We are in the middle of halftime right now. It's the new Taipei CTBC DEA up against the Tainan TSG Ghosthawks. Here we have on the screen are our Chinese broadcasters with special guest Coach Jia Fan, head coach of NCHU. Scott, it's an exciting game so far. You know, something we didn't expect to see Marcus Weathers coming in to debut in the playoffs.
Top performers so far, Chris Regina with 15 points and 6 rebounds, and Sammy D's got 12 and 9 already. Tight game, 3-point percentage, 52.9 for the Drug Enforcement Agency, 29.4 for the Ghosthawks. And then 7 turnovers to 2. Ghosthawks are going to have to take care of the basketball a little bit more in the second half. They want to get back in this ballgame.
We did talk about the significant turnovers. And they made 7 in the first quarter as opposed to DEA making 2. See this highlight here. Simon coming in for 3 points. You know, we keep saying over and over again, locals on the Ghosthawks side, they can't get into their heads. They just need to start shooting. So seeing more 3-point shots from the locals today. Upshaw a little bit more quiet so far, but hopefully he's gonna change it up a little bit in the second half.
Look for Upshaw to get more aggressive looking for his shots in the second half. Probably what the coach is telling him right now in halftime.
Playoffs, he is logging in 26 points in the playoffs, points per game. So like we mentioned before, gonna see him warming up the second half. He is April's MVP, import MVP of the month, after all.
Marcus Weathers.
Voters had the opportunity to vote on a poll on their Instagram saying who will take the series. 89% of you voters voted that DEA will take the series. 47% of the voters say they'll take it in series will be 4-1.
As they just handed us a stat sheet with the font size set to what, 2 here or 3? My goodness.
For Ants.
We got 4 lead changes so far. Everything's pretty tight. Once again, they got to take care of the basketball. The only real difference is turnovers, 7-2, and the DEA are shooting lights out from the three-point line. Look for the Ghosthawks to get back to their style of pounding it into the post for the second half. We haven't seen that much of that so far. That's kind of their MO. They almost forced the ball into the Gara, and they haven't really done that today.
Some special promotions for the DEA in the final series. We got some iPhone stands, some pop-ups. For 100 NT, you get to pick amongst the DEA players, and we have DEA pillows of all sorts of players. We got Eric, Wei Han, we got Al-Bashir, and Seven, and
I saw an adding in there.
yeah, so make sure to snag those while they're still in stock. They're 600 NT a pop. The iPhone stands or the pop-ups.
Lots of stuff.
Are they called? They're 100 NT, and they do have the giveaway towels and jerseys. So every day, today is a different giveaway. As opposed to the next homestand. We'll be right back after the following messages. Stay tuned for Finals Game 1.
Chegani is a legend, cameo. Anybody quick, and we need to 24. I mean, and I big it as you already know. Talks a relationship, then Jakudi chain is so. She's a red flag, make you need hot time mellow, and you need a tat phone. They call the summer piablo, or you got to set piat lightly, willy that 12 beady body jan yellow, one be jotted match, she red flag. When you do sit to say, look to not even tease her, fit go constantly get in me and chinning up with Lemugani, or me taking it a chain, don't look up Yanni gang, or she's a double good day with me. Me mind on a man if you begin late, but not illegal, they shit. Alright, all night, it's like a load of and hang on that. Now to the net, me and Bill, talk alone at December, me and I can trust the boys at night. If you only just one more time, got my machine and I got me on top of Catty, down to the tattoo, she don't put that tappy, on the choke change.
Welcome back. You're tuned in to T1 Finals. We're in the midst of halftime right now. See on our screen once again our broadcasters. This broadcast is brought to you by 11 Sports. Thank you for tuning in. You see on the screen right here our halftime stats so far, side-by-side view, 50 Tainan, 60 for New Taipei. See the field goal percentages. DEA has it over the Ghosthawks, 52% as opposed to 40. Their three-point percentage is also significantly higher, 60% versus 29. Ghosthawks, you need to step it up, including up shot, been a little bit quiet in the first half. Rebounds-wise, it's a bit, rebounds and assists are a little bit closer. Turnovers, DEA has kind of scooted up to 9 turnovers as opposed to 8 from the Ghosthawks. Bench points, We got some incorrect stats on our hands right now. Bench points for the DEA, 7 points, 11 for the Ghosthawks. Our top scorers for the Ghosthawks is Degara at 12. Weathers coming in hot with 10 points for the second highest scorer for the Ghosthawks. And DEA, Chris coming in 15 points, Jalonis 11, King 10, Weihan with 7. See on the screen some DEA fans hanging jerseys and fan memorabilia, gear, and garb over the rails.
Ghosthawks only find themselves down 10 at halftime. I think the coach has got to be pleased with their performance so far, possibly a few tweaks to their offense.
Just friends, say good long one mention it. Too long to the young PC gave you don't got unique credit. The fuck fake friends on the pay me, get a chain to attention. I'll make a JP to get it, yeah. Just friends, say good long one mention it. Too long to the young PC gave you don't got unique credit. The fuck fake friends on the pay me, get a chain to attention. I'll make a JP to get it, yeah. Maybe thought up, yeah, the like it, but yeah, the near low me out of me and may lose. Yeah, I must say low, yeah, like yeah, bound me. Me and Benny dream, I got me a warrior. Hey, let's see my dread such as Miango Pierre. Hey, me lega yijis on me, you the first. Hey, can't change your the go it's the burst. Hey, say cool you get out of 20 net. Photos in the change, see do I'm a chunk you jumbo. Me like me do that dread of pepping on your gungo color. The bag I check the pure in your beam the game machine. I got a me my type of tea, they me check that got bubble. Oh yeah, hobby and the baba mini yogi kiss and you pay the chain hana cabin, Tilo yada yogi. Did the KO chill up. A lot of nail dog a meaty minga of Ninyaga Mooney loaded. Janari Bam just a good long one vision it. Too long the young busy gave you don't got unique credit. The four fake friends on the pay me, get a chain to attention. I'll make a JP to get it, yeah. Just friends a good long one vision it. Too long the young busy gave you don't got unique credit. The four fake friends on the pay me, get a chain to attention. I'll make a JP to get it, yeah. You and me, my friends on back at Xinzhuang Stadium here for finals. Our top scorers for the Ghosthawks, 12 points for Degara. Marcus Weathers, his first time here in the playoffs, scoring 10 points so far, making 4 of his 5 field goals. Lewis coming in hot in this series, 9 points, 4 for 6 field goals, and making his 1 3-point shot. Hopefully we'll see some more of that. Upshaw only scoring 3 points in the first half, so Upshaw making up the difference in the paint.
The Ghosthawks are being out-rebounded right now by the DEA only because there's less rebounds available for the Ghosthawks as the DEA are making the majority of their shots. Close game so far. Second half in store. Let's see what the second half has in store for Robert Upshaw and the Ghosthawks.
See the import scores between the two teams. Ghosthawks 25 and DEA imports have logged in 36. Thanks to our 3 imports of the DEA, KK logging in 15, Jalonis 11, and Nick King 10. Like you said, like you mentioned earlier before, there's not really many rebound opportunities as they're just getting their shots in. Running a clinic on the Ghosthawks. But scores, only a 10-point difference right now. We got a whole second half coming up for a game 1, so plenty of ball left for the Ghosthawks to catch up on.
Only down 10 with Upshaw only having 3 points. Look for Upshaw to wake up here in the second half. highlights. He doesn't start, he comes off the bench as he came in mid-season. He is automatic. What a dunk.
Yeah, some highlights from KK. Been here since the beginning of the season, as well as Jalones. See here on the highlight.
Good footwork from these European big men. Patience. Wait for people to fly by. These Europeans, they're more horizontal game than vertical game. They don't really jump out of the gym, but they're so fundamentally sound. Take a look at DeGara's dunk there.
A bit too much contact against King in that moment.
Gumau, the in-out dribble, blow by.
Our sixth man of the year, been a key player for Leo Mongzu of the Ghosthawks.
Who do you got as your rookie of the year? You got Cooper or you got Gumau? As play resumes here.
I'm gonna put it on Gumau Weijia. Cooper has had an incredible season, even during the playoffs, but I don't know, Gumau is here and Cooper's not, so
all right.
You tell me as we start off the second half. Lewis logging in 2 points in early.
Nick King now starts the second half.
Bounce pass to KK. Another spin move for 2.
Nice baby hook from the European.
You mentioned Cooper and Gumau. Cooper has logged in 19 minutes, 7 points per game, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Gumau Weijia, 26 minutes, 13 points per game, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. So
couple more minutes, couple more points.
You're looking at the numbers, yeah. You're looking at the numbers. Gumau Weijia would be the one, but it would be close. Cooper has had a really impressive first season as Ating couldn't get in the 3 points. Ooh, looks like KK's foot was on the line, but referees are not going to call it. Ball rolls off. It's Ghosthawks ball. Lewis handles the ball over. Bounce pass to Upshaw. Upshaw hesitates for a second, passes it to DeGara. Not great handle of the ball, so pass it out to Lewis, and Lewis for 3, just off. And KK at the top. No one guards him, of course, gets it in.
Those are those selected threes. When you're wide open like that, green light for me, KK.
We'll move to emphasize that the players need to be paying attention 48 minutes, and that is the reason why you got to be paying attention. KK will be making those shots guaranteed. DeGara coming back for 2 for the Ghosthawks.
Ghosthawks counted the ball inside on both their possessions so far.
KK hands the ball off to Bashir. Bashir from the top goes in for 3. Back-to-back 3 points the DEA has made.
Abashi. I love when they say that.
A high pass, Upshaw passes it to DeGara, and DeGara gets an and 1.
There's my golf swing. Not pretty, but it works. Take a look.
The Ate's replay for 3.
Rebound comes out to KK somehow. Good replay there.
Excellent. We love that. Just as much as we love accurate stat sheets.
That was brutal. Came out with like font size 4 and inaccurate stats. Come on, DEA. Good swag, but let's focus on the numbers here.
Listen, we all have room to improve. Ating, second try, makes it in. 71-56 is the score. As Simon goes in for 3 himself.
Needed that one. Nice shot from Simon.
There we go. We got back-to-back 3 points here. Wei Han bounce ball to Nick King. And Nick King just off. Gets the ball out of bounds. Wei Han looks frustrated.
KK thought the pass was for him. It was for Wei Han. Turnover.
Those Hawks balls. Simon up against Bashir. And Upshaw. ISO against Ating. Comes around, spin moves. Couldn't get it in. DeGara.
Foul on that play. And send DeGara back to the free throw line.
Again, you're going to get 2-3 rebounds out of him. Those instances where he's on the inside.
as the fans are making a slight amount of noise for this free throw.
Like we mentioned, we do have 2 whole sections of Ghosthawks fans here. Great turnout for them.
Good job, Tainan, massive.
They travel really well, I gotta say.
They bring their cones, their red shirts, very organized.
Very much so.
Shout out to Facebook and social media for getting people so organized these days.
You definitely feel a presence from them, but yeah, for sure. Thanks, social media.
Yeah, it's gotta be. This is what social media is for, getting your fans together on a bus.
10 seconds left of the shot clock. Wei Han passes it to Ating. Ating for 3, just off. Upshot gets the ball back a little bit too much to the right with that shot. Eason hands off to Upshot. Upshot to Degara. That's a foul on Wei Han.
That's one strategy that most teams have done against Degara in the post to keep him from scoring. It's just fouling him. Take a look at Degara and Upshot, 2 very, very large gentlemen.
15 seconds on the shot clock. Lewis bounce passes to Simon, but Al-Bashir takes the ball back, passes it to Nick King, and Nick King couldn't get it in, so Bashir comes back, packs the ball in for 2. It's going to be a quick transition for the Ghosthawks, though. Degara coming in, charges into KK for 2.
KK took that one in the chest like a champ. No call.
Oh, there we go.
Ouch.
There's the offensive foul called on Degara.
Oh, they did call the offensive foul.
Sir.
That was the delayed whistle.
You see that replay again. Bashir passed it off to Nick King, but he couldn't connect, so Bashir had to do it himself to get that 2. Wei Han hands the ball off to his veteran teammate, but back the ball. Referee blows a whistle.
Called a foul on Lewis, I believe.
Called on Degara. This is his 4th foul today.
Uh-oh.
Gotta be careful. Weather's coming in for Degara.
Weather's 4 for 5. Look for him to put up some more shots.
This isn't unfamiliar to Degara. Degara had to sit out with 5 fouls in game 4 between the Aquas. Wei Han misses his 3-point shot. Gumal coming in the game for Eason, passes off to Upshot. Upshot once again hesitates, so passes it off to Gumal Wei-Jia. And 10 seconds left on the clock. He goes in, but the ball goes out of bounds. Hits top of the backboard.
Needed just a little more backboard there to get the bank.
DEA's possession. 73-61 is the score. Game 1 of finals at Xingzhuang Stadium. Ating finds Wei Han. Wei Han from the top, from the side, gets in 3 again. No one guarding him, so he's gonna square up and dish in 3. And Lewis from the left-hand side couldn't connect, so Weathers coming in, gets a rebound, puts it back in for 2.
4 DEA players around that ball. Marcus Weathers comes up the rebound and the putback.
DEA fans making some noise right now. KK up against Weathers. Goes in 2. That's an in. Nice finish for the Croatian. Logged in 22 points, making 10 of his 12 field goals. Lewis hands the ball off to Upshaw. Gets stuck with a double team. Gumal quickly passes it to Simon. Simon for 3.
Simon's effective from that baseline. Good looking shot from Simon.
Dishes in his 3rd 3-pointer
3 for 4
today.
from downtown. Simon's got to look to get his shot a little more here.
Yes, sir. Nick King for 3, though. A little bit too much to the left. KK recovers it. Passes out to Wei Han at the top. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He passes it to KK for teardrop shot, but Upshaw bats it out of bounds. It's still going to be DEA's ball. We got subs in. Eric coming in for Ating. Yeomongju still keeping the Ghosthawks 5 in. Wei-Han at the baseline, off to KK from the top. And Nick King once again with the ball, drives into the lane, couldn't connect. And Guma Wei-Jia with the ball, passes it off to Simon. Simon for his fourth in a row. Or for fourth, couldn't make it. Wei-Han hands it off to King. King, high pass to KK, up against Simon.
Knocks it off of Weather's leg.
Timeout called. TV timeout for this third quarter here. 5.5 minutes left. 78-66 is the score. 12-point difference right now. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for finals. DEA and Ghosthawks.
爱情的力量也可以哦。弟弟，哎，长筋很好，可不可以甩大力一点？让我看一下最大力，最大力，再快，再快！哎呀，这是我们中信特工球员的看球 ，Hello Hello，That's right， 就是你了，漂亮的美女 ，Hello， 找到你喽 ，That's right。 让我们的球员更有力量，赢下这场比赛，太棒了，好可爱，好漂亮。哎，这是我们高举伟，跟大家打个招呼。哈哈哈，娱乐贵贵，还有我们的妮可。来，拳头靠拳头。
We're live for another playoff edition of T1 basketball, brought to you by 11 Sports. Here we have the DEA mascot Thunder on the screen, jamming and grooving.
One interesting stat so far, the Ghosthawks are beating the DEA in fast break points, which is something I didn't think was possible. 11 points to 2. Ghosthawks able to get out and run today. Possibly a little bit lighter with Marcus Weathers in the lineup.
Starting off again, Nick King in the inside. Travel violation on King.
I think that's the most upset I've seen the DEA coach ever. Still smiling.
He's a very smiley guy. Yeah, but he's tough on the players.
Well, 19-0 in this building. Not a lot of reason to be upset.
Al-Bashir has told me during the off-season they practice every single day, twice a day, and if it's not practice, they're either doing weightlifting or yoga. So pretty intensive stuff, so that's a lot to look forward to.
As Gumao picks up the foul, trying to slow down Wei-Han on that break.
DEA's ball. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Wei-Han out to King. And Bashir with the ball from the left. 4-3.
Butter from Bashir. Abashi.
Weathers hands the ball back to Gumao. Back and forth there at the top. He's hesitating. Bounce passes to Upshaw. Upshaw double team, but manages to get his dunk in.
That's what Upshaw's got to get more of here. Finish out the game with lots of buckets close to the hoop just like that, or at least attempts.
5 points for Upshaw today. A little bit more reserved.
Very quiet game from Upshaw.
KK off the top, hands it off to Bashir. Simon bats the ball out, passes it on to Lewis and to Weathers. Now to Guma Wei-Jia. And Upshaw from the top goes in for 3. There we go, drops it in.
Upshaw needed to see that one go down. See if he can get on a roll.
Got back-to-back shots there for Upshaw. Definitely needed for himself and for the Ghosthawks here in the third quarter. KK up against Upshaw, hands it off to King, and for a mid-range shot on the inside.
Bank is open in Shinzwan on a Saturday.
shot to Lewis. And Lewis goes in for a layup. Just like that. So Weihan quickly going into offense, passes it out to Eric. Now to Al-Bashir from the top. Airballs it. Eric tries to snag the ball out of Eric's hands. Gumao Weijia coming in for a layup.
Gumao able to beat everyone down the floor there. Good hustle, Gumao.
Li Hua just in the right nick of time, calls a timeout just as the Ghosthawks are getting high.
Now we've got ourselves an 8-point game with 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in the third quarter.
It's like an 8 to 12-point range going on between the Ghosthawks and the DEA.
Gumao somehow able to beat Abasi down the floor.
Good eye for Lewis there, handing it off to Gumao in that instant.
I like Gumao's Rookie of the Year. I'm with you on that, TC. Rookie of the Year for Gumao.
1、2、3号，你要想办法防守，他每一球别漏，你都慢，那这边的别防守，每一球都进去，推起他，推起他，这边的人他妈又有也没在做，回防也没在回防。On the pick and roll. Man, push. 加油！
For those who were paying attention or listening to Li Hua and his somewhat broken English, just basically saying to be more physical, keep pushing the Ghosthawks.
The intensity of the DEA's timeout was even higher than the Ghosthawks timeout. Every player getting their 2 cents in. They play like a team, the DEA, a real team.
I think something that I got from talking to Upshaw a while back was that, you know, with the Ghosthawks, you got to be a little bit more gentle with the younger players. You know, you can't really be giving them constructive criticism yet. Versus the DEA, the players, they're really familiar with each other. They've been in the system for a long time. Primarily the local players, including Shea Ashrin, Al-Bashir, and Nelson. They're very communicative. If you're doing something wrong, they'll tell you, you're doing it wrong and here's what you need to do to correct. And they're just really good with communicating with each other on and off the court. Weihan bounce pass to Ed, coming in back into the game.
Big rebound for Weathers.
Giving Taipei a good break. He's logged in 22 points. Simon passes the ball out to Gumao Weijia. Oh, ball goes out of bounds. DA's ball.
Marcus Weathers wants a review.
Like you mentioned before, that is the player's favorite signal.
Yeah,
is the,
let's draw a rectangle every time I don't like the call.
Rectangle, triangle, abstract shape. They know it.
I think they are. They are going to take a look at it.
We're going to see. Weathers might have the best angle.
Weathers' body language, you know, when you're a player, you got to be pretty sure that you need to call a review because you only get one. He's very adamant that it wasn't off him. Let's see how honest he is. Looks like it was off Nick King's fingertips there.
Unless Nick King didn't touch it, though.
Ooh, I think Nick King did touch it there. Maybe we get a better angle.
That's right. Let's see it again, but it's pretty blurry on the screen as you guys are seeing it. It's what we're seeing also.
That's what the refs are seeing.
I mean, like I said,
It's right
Weathers
in front
has
of
the best
face.
view. Yeah.
I think Nick King could get a fingertip on it. Whether the referees are able to tell from this video is another story.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see here. This looks like a good angle. Oh, I don't know.
He looks like he could have not.
The rotation on the ball didn't look like it changed to me. Now it's going to be a coin flip. What's your call, TC? I'm going to leave it up to referees.
I would say they're going to say he didn't touch it.
All right, I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to say box ball. I'm going to give Marcus Weathers the benefit of the doubt because Marcus Weathers had the best view of that one.
Right.
And he could have caught it, decided not to.
Got 2 minutes, 48 seconds left. Let's see what the refs call it. And it's Ghosthawks ball.
Yeah, Ghosthawks ball. Good call, Marcus Weathers. He had the best view of it.
Weathers coming in later in the season. Played 4 games for the Ghosthawks. Last time he played, like we mentioned, was April 22nd against the DEA. He comes in, pushing through the inside, King. Referee blows a whistle on Upshaw. We look at his tenacity, but blocked by King in that instance.
Oof. Good defense. Clean block.
Ooh, look at that air time too.
Up top.
King up against Kumao. Now Marcus, so he hands it off to Ating at the top. And Wei Han. Bounce pass to Edgar Jalones, and King coming in almost for two. No good, couldn't execute. And Edgar is for three.
Butter.
Oh my goodness, just smooth. 86-75, 11 points. That's 14 points for Jalones, and Upshaw for three, just off. Little too short. And King, bounce pass to Wei Han. Laser passes to Jalones. Back-to-back shots.
Did Wei Han finish the assist leader this year in T1 League? I believe he did.
Yes, he did. Steals and assists. As Kumao tries to go in for three, the ball rattles out. King with the ball. Minute and a half left. Tries to find Nelson.
Turnover. Wanted Nelson to be in the corner. That's what happens when you leave your feet to pass. You kind of leave yourself in a situation where you have to give up the ball. Good up and under, didn't quite make it. Brothers.
Weathers driving in, blocked by Jalones. Shot clock is set to 13 seconds for DEA. Or excuse me, Ghosthawks right now. Simon tosses it to Upshaw, and Upshaw to Simon. Simon for three.
Simon's been a bright spot for the Ghosthawks from behind the three-point line today.
It's his fourth one in today's game. Logged in 12 points overall, 57 seconds left. And Nelson from the left passes it to Ating on the top.
Foul.
Weathers tries to get the ball, but gets a foul.
Simon 4 for 6 from downtown. Big game for Simon so far. Let's see if we can get him some more three-point looks. Take a look at Coach Liu Mengzu. How's my Chinese there? Liu Mengzu.
Pretty good. That's good.
Heard it long enough now. I think I can say it. Liu Mengzu.
I sound like a broken record. You should probably get it down by now. One name at a time as Jalones is at the free throw line. That took me some time to get the pronouncing right.
Jalones.
Jalones, correct. Even though with all those letters in his last name.
It's a soft C.
Yes. Once again, 10-point difference between the two teams right now. Jalones making it 11. Jalones logged in, 17 points so far. Simon with the ball, hands it off to Upshaw. Upshaw double teamed by Ating and Jalones. Foul called on Ating.
Are they going to give Upshaw 2 shots? They call that one on the ground.
We're going to start at the baseline. We got some subs in. Al-Bashir and KK coming in. KK being the highlight so far in this game, coming in with 35 seconds left in the clock. And Kumao Echa just short of the 3 points. DEA is going to hold the ball, take their time, passes it on to KK. Back to Wei Han with 16 seconds on the clock, 8 for the shot clock, and Al-Bashir on the left side hesitates, finds KK for 2 seconds left on the clock.
Doesn't get it off before the shot clock expires. They're going to keep playing here.
4 seconds, 2 seconds left on the clock. Ahwan, last-ditch effort for three, lit bit too high. Goes way above the
Missed that one by a
backboard.
large-sized dolphin.
89-78 is the score. They got one more quarter left to cut the deficiency right now.
Simon, 4 for 6 from downtown, getting it done. The rest of his teammates need to help him out.
Stay tuned for more T1 finals. Welcome back to T1 Finals. We got DEA and Ghosthawks' sixth man of their team. That is Nelson Lingbingson and Gumaweja, the sixth man of the year. Gumaweja logging in more minutes in the playoffs, 29 minutes versus 23 for Nelson. He's scoring more points, 15 points per game, but field goal percentages, rebounds, and steals, Nelson has it over Gumaweja. So he's putting in less minutes, but in those minutes, he's putting in more, being a little bit more productive.
Ghosthawks were down by 10 at halftime. They're down by 11 here at the start of the fourth. Nelson puts up his first touch.
Of Nelson, first thing, 3 points at the start of this quarter. Watching game one finals between CTBC DEA and Tainan TSG Ghosthawks. Up shot from the top, goes in for three, back-to-back threes right here. Finally hitting double digits in scoring is Upshaw. As Weihan finds Al-Bashir. Al-Bashir lays it in for two on the inside.
Another great pass from Weihan, the assist leader in T1 League this year.
Ooh, ball gets batted out of Simon's hands. Weihan gets a foul.
Nice pass. Back door, nice look. Good cut by Abasi, finally opens floor.
And Upshaw volleyball passes it to Simon for three.
Simon is feeling it, 5 for 7 from downtown. Let's get Simon some more triples.
He's been nasty tonight. 15 points he's logged in. 5 for 7, like Scott says.
Simon came to play.
As KK blocked by Withers. Gumal gets the ball back.
Find Simon on this side. Swing it.
There you
Simon
go.
hit.
But King made it in time.
Good closeout by Nick King.
There you go. He's going to lob it to Upshaw. Upshaw for two. Just off. He's frustrated looking at the referee. But Nelson passes it off to King. Loses a hold of the ball. Goes out of bounds.
Gonna give it to Ghosthawks by the reaction of the crowd on that side.
Got some yelling back and forth here.
A lot of people
Liu
drawing the
Mengzu is
triangle.
signaling for a replay.
Yeah.
And somebody's going to get a T for that.
Uh-oh, is it Upshaw? Because that'll be his second.
It's going to be Liu Mengzu.
Oh no, Nick King got the first tee, not Upshaw.
Excuse me, not Liu Mengzu. Upshaw will get a T for talking to, for that, some of that attitude.
Said something the referee didn't like, the referee tees him up. Same referee that teed up Nick King as well.
Referees are going to take a look at that ball that went out of bounds. You see Ahuan touching the ball. Not really sure who was the last person to touch it as it rolls out in that moment.
Another sloppy angle here. Oh, no way to tell from that angle, I don't think.
I think we need another angle.
Referee's trying to figure this out. Off his arm there. Then who does it touch?
Again, Ahuan for sure. Whether or not...
I think that might be off Ahuan's left hand.
I think so.
Just by the way the ball traveled out of there in a hurry. Not an easy call to make with these camera angles.
Let's ask the cameraman down there sitting on the floor. If anything, they will have picture proof.
These long breaks in this cold gym, probably favoring the Ghosthawks, giving them a bit of a breather. Well, having seen all of these replays, I've only decided that all of these replays doesn't give me a conclusive.
Not really. Let's just see what the refs say.
I'm going to go with Ghosthawks on DEA basketball. We got DEA basketball off Ahuan. Ahuan still pleading his case with the referee here. Referee's like, we just looked at the replay 20 times, Ahuan. Trust us, please.
We've all seen the replay at this point, unfortunately.
What, he wants another
still
replay?
Not convinced. Wei Han at the free throw line, though.
Don't think you can challenge the challenge. As he shoots the technical free throw.
11 points. Long gain, 8 assists in this game. During the Kaohsiung Tainan Ghosthawks series, got some of the Ghosthawks on social media.
Got $1 million. You got $1 million winning game 3. Upshaw was holding a brick of money after game 3. Not game 5, game 3. He's holding up a brick of money in the change room. 1 million NT. I like that. So, you know, pass it around.
They did have a couple of unsavory things to say about the referees, particularly the new overseas referees.
Brendan Joyce went in a bit of a tirade about the refereeing not being equal. You can't miss bunnies in the clutch. Can't miss bunnies. The game was close.
Start off again, DEA. Wei Han passes the ball to KK with 14 seconds on the shot clock. And Wei Han for 3, just short. Weathers gets the ball back. And Nelson on him, so Weathers passes it on to Upshaw. Upshaw up against KK. That ball rolls out of the rim, and Simon with the ball, but Bashir snatches it out of his hand, passes it to Nelson, and Nelson to King. King gets in too. After the assist for Nelson.
Good transition basket from the DEA.
Umaweja hands the ball to Weathers. Weathers goes in for 3, just short. It hits the rim. Nelson passes it on to Al-Bashir. Wei Han at the perimeter now. Gives it off to King. King up against Simon. He drives into the lane, goes in for 2. KK tries to get the rebound, and Weathers brings the ball back. And Wei Han, interception, steals the ball, brings it back to DEA. Behind the back pass to Nick King, and Nick King blocked by Upshaw. Contact between him and Ahuan.
Tricky pass from Wei Han, blocked by Upshaw.
Goes Hawks ball now. Some turnovers, 14 for DEA, 13 logged in by the Ghosthawks here. $97-84 is the score. Gumaweja hands off to Weathers. Dagara on the bench with 4 fouls, getting a rest right now. And Upshaw spin moves, tries to go in for 2.
Quick spin move. Gonna get him on the free throw line.
KK gets a foul.
Upshaw, the Fresno native, reached out to him, asking him if he had any more interesting things he could tell me about himself, because I've completely exhausted the internet at this point. Asked him what his best season was in his career, and he said it was this season. He's played many years. He had a chance to play with Kobe Bryant for the Los Angeles Lakers, and he actually blocked Kobe Bryant twice in practice, which he said was also one of his highlights during his stints in the NBA.
God, you'd think that'd be the downhill from there on out, but luckily he's landed in Taiwan.
Not many people can say that they've blocked Kobe Bryant, and I've shaken his hand. So that means that I've, 6 degrees of separation. I've blocked Kobe Bryant now.
Whoa.
I think I've gone too far now.
Oh my goodness, you can play for T1 now. Nelson with the ball, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Wei Han pushes Al-Bashir and goes in for a mid-range shot just off of the rim, but KK puts it back in.
KK leading all scorers with 24 points in game 1 of the finals. Upshaw
just short. Weathers gets the ball back, makes a spin move. Blocked off by King. It's going to be DEA's ball.
Very effective game from Chris Krajina. 24 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. And the Drug Enforcement Agency is shooting a blazing 53% from downtown in game 1.
KK, during his last press conference appearance, said that he needed to make adjustments and was a bit tough on himself, and looks like he did. Bounce pass to KK, and KK goes in, tries it for 2, but he'll get a chance at the free throw line for 1.
Weihan does a great job finding his teammates in open space. Now, are they calling it another foul? I thought I heard him say technical foul.
KK will have a chance for 2. As we hear the Ghosthawks fans go off with their cones.
I'd put the Ghosthawks fans here at about 20% of the total population. Let's see if the DEA can travel down to Tainan for next Friday's game.
Just off, DEA has rounded up to 100. Ghosthawks 86. Gumaweja still on the court. Haven't seen Easton in this quarter. Ahwan hands the ball off to Upshaw, draws a foul. The referees call a foul on Nelson this time. Just like that, Weathers coming out, and Samuel Dagara back in the final quarter. DEA's got a couple of subs in, opting, as well as Jalonis coming in. Nelson and KK back to the bench they go. We start off again, 14-second shot clock. Upshot to Ahwan. Lobs it over to Simon. Finds Dagara in the inside and gets an
Oh, he calls an offensive foul. Didn't like Dagara's left arm holding down the defender.
Take a look at that replay again.
Watch his left arm here.
Ooh,
yeah, that's a slow-mo offensive foul to the neck from Sammy Dagara. Good call by the referee. As mentioned before, tough height for everyone's head and neck and face for Dagara's elbow.
I'm sure half of these players have mouth guards now. As Al-Bashir goes in for 2, 102.86. Simon to Ahwan. That rattles out of the rim. Nick King finds Al-Bashir. Opting up against Dagara. Passes it to Weihan. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Weihan from deep for 3. Hits the rim. Simon passes it to Guma Weijia's back. Bashir gets it. Passes it to King. Out of bounds. Ghosthawks ball. Guma Weijia not paying attention in that moment. Was trying to go back to offense quickly, but in that instance...
Took an outlet pass in the back.
There you go. Gumao goes in for 3 himself at the top. Drops it in.
13-point game, 6 minutes, 17 seconds remaining.
10 points, Gumao has logged in. Second 3-point attempt by Nick King. Couldn't get it in. And Guma Weijia goes into the paint and goes in for the kill for 2.
I like how Gumao gathers that basketball, keeps it close to his body, and explodes by the defenders there. Good drive from Gumao.
Back-to-back field goals for Gumao, and we have a timeout on our hands. 102-91 is the score. Once again, 11-point difference. We'll be right back. We see the calm, cool, collected Guma Weijia.
准备好了吗 ？OK， 1、2、3，来！特工，再大声，再一遍，加油！中信特工DEA，加油！很好，给自己一个掌声。Come on， 哎，嘿！毛巾甩起来！ 闪电狂轰，中信特工。再来！闪电狂轰，中信特工。We are live at Xizhuang Stadium for T1 Finals. Tainan TSG Ghosthawks playing against CTBC DEA. 102-91 is the score. We're going around a 10-point deficiency. Tainan still got plenty of ball left with 6 minutes on the clock. Guma Weijia, 6th man of the year, scoring back-to-back. And Guma Weijia gets the ball back, passes it to Simon, sets his foot, gets 2 in.
Ghosthawks on a 7-point run here.
Guma Weijia transitioning so well from the UVA to pro ball this season. So calm and collected, and Optic comes around back for 2.
Found himself wide open in the middle of the zone.
Ghosthawks gets 2 or 3. DEA just comes right back quickly for another field goal. And the laser pass out to the perimeter. And Simon going in for 3 points himself. Hits the rim. Al-Bashir hands it off to Weihan. Weihan off the top. Passes it to King. Once again, hands it off to Weihan. Bounce pass to Jalonis. Couldn't connect. And Simon passes it to Guma Weijia. And Lewis goes into the paint, draws a foul.
They're going to give Lewis 2 shots at the free throw line, I believe.
King commits the foul, third one today.
Good for Gumau to step over top of that pass, come up with the steal. Gumau playing like the true rookie of the year now.
First time we see Lewis at the free throw line. Not his first time in the finals. Previously playing for the Fubon Braves. They're going to try to go for their third one in a row coming up soon.
Crucial free throws.
14 points for Lewis today.
Putting him right around his season average, I believe. 14 points for Lewis.
Wei-Han to Nick King. Nick King. That ball's gonna rattle in for 2. As both DEA and Ghosthawks quickly transition back, Lewis hands the ball to Upshaw. Guarded by King and Jalonas, passes it out to Simon. And 3 points! Another one for Simon tonight.
The bank is open at Shinswan on Saturday afternoon.
106-97, 20 points. Simon has logged in, making 6 of his 8 3-point shots. Waking up the beast within, but Bashir coming back in with 3 points.
Can't keep trading baskets here. The Ghosthawks are going to have to come up with a stop.
That's right. Gumau Weijia with the ball once again. Goes into the lane, out to Simon. He's going to pop it back out to Upshaw, and Upshaw's going to go in.
Too strong.
Jalonas commits another foul.
That stops the clock.
Steps aside for 3. Wei-Han coming in too fast, but Bashir just right after. You get 3, I'm gonna get 3 myself. Upshaw.
Upshaw makes that critical free throw. See if he can cut the lead to 10 with 3 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in game 1 of the T1 Championship Series.
Once again, 10-point difference between the 2 teams right now.
4 possession ball game, got to get some stops.
But DEA take this game. It's going to be their 20th home game win. That is the longest winning streak in all of Taiwan Pro history. As Jalonas goes in for 2.
Too easy.
DEA has 34 assists. Ghosthawks with 25. Upshot coming back in for a rebound. Couldn't get 2 in. That's a foul call on Gumau.
Upshaw unhappy. Body language, shoulders down.
See King able to find Jalonas. Just when he was double teamed by Lewis and Dagara, finds an open Jalonas behind him. 3 minutes to go in this final quarter of game 1. Wei-Han for a teardrop. Jalonas recovers it, but passes it out to Simon. Simon finds Lewis. Lewis goes into the paint and for the slammer.
They waited for the big man to get down the floor, and he rewarded them with a big dunk there.
Able to catch up. That was impressive stuff. King passes it to Jalonas. Jalonas goes in for 2. Travel violation.
Travel violation.
See that replay once again. Lewis finds Dagara. Throws down that hammer in that moment.
Hammer time for Samuel Dagara.
Gumau bounce pass to Dagara. Finds an open Upshot. Upshot for 3. Gets the ball back, coast-to-coast pass to Nick King, and goes in for a one-hand slammer himself.
That might have been the hammer in the coffin, that one there.
Degara goes in, spin move, tries to go in for a shot. We'll get free throw opportunity at the line. Ate's gonna get that foul. Take a look at that replay.
Good outlet pass from Ading. Open dunk for Nick King.
Veteran just doing what he does. And Degara with the soft hands gets his first free throw shot in. Too short was the second one.
Look at the DEA slow this play right down, take a full shot clock.
Winding down to 2 minutes left. KK in for Jalones, passes it off to Bashir. And once again, for a mid-range shot, KK tries to go for it, but no good. Kumaweja rushing back to offense. No look pass out to Simon. Simon for three once again. Just too deep. Wayhan behind the back Ading for two.
Ading almost threw that one down. That would have been the second time he's first I've seen dunk in a game.
Kumaweja hands it off to Lewis, and Lewis passes it off to Upshaw, loses grip of the ball, and Ading once again gets a foul. See that replay once again. Wayhan behind the back to Ading.
Almost dunked it.
Oh, I was so hoping he'd dunk it.
He's 38 now, Ading, is he? 38, 39?
37 years old.
37. Still get up there, Ading. He's been rocking that ponytail. I think it's gone in style, out of style. It's coming back in style now. He's had that for so long.
I have no idea at this point. Alex finally
come
back
by ponytails.
Dang, I need a secret for that shiny hair, man. Upshaw locks him. His first free throw. 1.5 minutes left. Both teams are still going hard, though.
Now, looking ahead, I wonder if they're going to keep Simbuar out of the playoffs now, or are they going to bring him back in? We'll have to wait and find out game 2 on Monday.
We're going to see how Leomutu is going to evaluate and adjust. According to this game, Ghosthawks have been playing a pretty fast game this whole entire game as King logs in another 2.
Ghosthawks working so hard for their buckets. The DEA being able to score in so many different facets.
Yeah, just as they get, say, a 3-point shot in, DEA just comes back right quick. Answers back.
Looking like they're going to extend the winning streak in this building to 20-0 for this season.
Pretty amazing stuff. Nelson coming in for Wayhan.
Good game from Wayhan as he gets some applause from the fans.
Degara out to Upshaw. Upshaw for an and one.
And one, okay. Not one of Upshaw's better games today. Look for him to bounce back in game 2. That's his bread and butter. Moving people around close to the hoop, finishing over the top.
It's going to be an uphill battle for the Ghosthawks. They have played 5 games as opposed to DEA sweeping the Suns within 3. KK out to Nelson. Nelson to Bashir. 8 seconds on the shot clock. And 3 seconds left. They got to make some moves. Loses the ball to Degara. Degara spin moves it, passes it to Kumaweja, hands off to Lewis, and Lewis for 3. Just off, Alex recovers it. Too short, and Upshaw comes in for 2. 26 seconds left. Double team is King, hands it off to KK at the top, and Nelson lobs it out to Kumaweja, but DEA's possession still. Ball goes out of bounds.
Ghosthawks were right there all game. Few adjustments over the next 2 days. See if they can come back and put an even better effort in on Monday in Game 2.
Lihua is probably going to tell them that there's still too many turnovers for his liking. There's total 21 for the DEA, 15 for the Ghosthawks as we are winding down. 6 seconds on the shot clock with 8 on the clock total. Upshot gets the ball back. 4 seconds left to go. He's going to come in for a one-hander slammer. And that's going to probably conclude today's game.
117-110. T1 League Championship Series Game 1. It was a good game of basketball. No team was ever out of it. Right down to it.
It's only ended up being a 7-point difference in this game. A really valiant effort by the Ghosthawks considering they had just played on Monday for their Game 5 series against the Aquas. But there we go. We got more record-breaking amazing feat for the DEA 20th home game win. Highlight for today was Christian Krajina logging in 25 points, Al-Bashir 21, and Wei Han being the defensive player of the year, doing what he does best, 12 assists, 3 steals.
DEA shot 50% from behind the arc today with look at the big guys, that's what's available. Knocking them down, getting the win here in Game 1.
On the Ghosthawks side, Upshaw scoring 23 points. Finally catching up to Gar with 21, and Simon coming in hot, 20 points. He's made 6 of his 9 3-point shots. He's definitely the highlight for the Ghosthawks.
Great game for Simon today.
And looking at the screen, looks like we're going to be interviewing Christian Krajina as the MVP of today's game.
25 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists. Big game for the European.
Welcome KK， 今天有非常好的表现。对于这次在 T1 联盟第一次打总冠军战，有什么样感想跟大家分享一下？
Feeling is amazing. Thank you guys for coming. And we got 1 down, man. 3 more to go and bring a championship to Taipei, man.
这个感受相当的美妙，很棒。谢谢大家来这边为我们中信特攻加油。我们今天赢下的第1场是非常重要的一步，希望接下来比赛大家可以继续经常为我们加油。谢谢。
谢谢大家 ，Yes sir。那另外想要再问 KK 一个问题，对于下一站，这次我们的这个比数稍微较多，下一站有什么特别的计划，或是教练团有交代什么特别的工作，可以分享给我们大家，然后可以继续把这个胜利赢下来，拿到最后的总冠军。
Definitely a highlight.
We'll see. You know, the coaches are going to watch the game. We're going to see what's the good stuff that we did, what's the bad stuff that we did. And then we're going to go from there, you know, adjust what we have to adjust and keep playing how we play.
当然，教练团在今天赛后一定会回去检讨今天比赛的过程，然后看一下影片。那我们好的东西我们要把它继续保持下去，不好的东西我们尽量把它改善。希望在下一场我们可以打出更棒内容。
谢谢 KK 带给我们一场精彩好球，也让球迷跟线人们给自己一个掌声鼓励，因为你们的加油，因为你们的应援，我们拿下队史总冠军的首胜。大家稍安勿躁。最后呢，在这里我们要来进行我们赛后总冠军战 Game 1首胜的胜利仪式，邀请莫宰阳一起到我们场中。那待会呢，大家要 往我手比我的方向看，我待会倒数3、2、1的时候，莫宰阳跟我们的 KK 会一起按下我们中信特攻的冠军之钮，按下去之后，上面会出现我们的首胜专属旗帜，会降落下来，到时候大家的欢呼跟手机拍照打卡都不要停，来准备倒数 countdown。 3， 全场一起 ，2， 1， 啊 ，press the button。哎哎 ，Let's go！
solid banners for the Raptors. Ghosthawks, you better have your banner ready when we get down there on Friday. First win.
我们谢谢 KK， 也谢谢郭仔阳。礼拜一我们还有一场比赛在我们的主场，继续邀请所有电视机前面的观众朋友一起进场来感受我们中信特攻独特的氛围、胜利的氛围，最重要是冠军的氛围。谢谢大家，我们礼拜一再见，拜拜。干毛扣动，总冠军东东来。
现场的灯光也比较昏暗，大家离场的时候呢，请务必留心呢自身的脚步，同时呢记得携带自身的随身物品。下一场的赛事再见，拜拜。
好，如刚刚鼎威讲的，大家注意离场的安全。
那个情，沉淀心中的汗水，留下生命。就一样，梦想蜕变，证明自己与众不同。前半生练功40分钟，看手腕角度或肩冲。
好，我们一起比个1，冠军。好。谢谢我们的 PS， 还有我们的郭仔阳，感谢你今天来为我们支持加油，感谢。礼拜一还有一场，大家欢迎继续的进场。我们的球衣跟这个礼物呢，一样送礼不手软 ，OK？ 来到这边物价够了啦。
一路杀入禁区，电光石火，说明荆轲。不甘示弱的话，迎来枪，篮板实力拼凑。Nothing to lose， 别闪躲，各路弟子别忘火。最迷恋于外线进球的身影，全场枯燥是最美丽的风景。抓稳节奏，渐进式的练习，跌倒总是痛，遍体鳞伤也要前进。你节奏将我阿的勇气。认真投，该不到就闭嘴。身高适中优势，但我0秒出手起飞。
Welcome back to T1 Finals, brought to you by 11 Sports. You saw on the screen KK being presented with a cool button. Very much CTBC Brothers CPBL style.
Looking up at the ceiling, they got room for 4 banners.
Yeah, that's right. First
Cheeky.
win here. Once again, it's another record 20 home game wins for the DEA. Great game today. Unfortunately, Ghosthawks were a little bit too short. Just shows DEA just doing what they do. But stay tuned for the next game Monday night. Tainan Ghosthawks here at Xinzhuang Stadium once again. Scott, we got a special guest on Monday night. You want to give us a hint?
I think the only hint I'm going to drop, he's a future NBA Hall of Famer. And that's all I'm going to tell you. He's agreed to sit down with us. We'll see you on Monday. Stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned. Third quarter. So don't forget to tune in to the English broadcast. We'd like to Thank you so much for tuning into the English broadcast as usual. We wish you all a good night. Take care and see you on the next one. TC, Scotty D signing off.